You are not.
We're always late. It's always Gravy's fault. It's never Lowe's
You
fault.
always late.
I'm never late, bro.
Hey, right now.
No, I'm on my time. How am I late when I'm on time? RaiderNationLive, what up? Sorry guys, I was running late. It wasn't Gravy's fault this time. I guarantee you it wasn't. But this time, only this time, every other time it's always Gravy's fault. What up, everybody? What up? Hopefully everyone's having a good one, man. Welcome to RaiderNationLive. I'm your host, Dirty Low, or what up, Low? I keep on saying Dirty Low. I keep on forgetting about that. And I got Coach Gravy. Renegade should be pulling up very shortly. I think he was at work and stuff like that. Man, the start of fucking training camp has begun. All the bullshit has begun. Thank you guys. Hey, I want to give a shout out to my homies. I'm gonna give a shout out to Mike G. Shout out to the homie Coach Gravy and Renegade for holding it down on Sunday. You guys did a very good job, man. I appreciate you guys. You guys work well together. I think probably like I'm gonna be less on screen. I'm gonna be less on screen. It's gonna be more Gravy and Mike and the Triple G show. The Triple G show is gonna be coming shortly.
We can do that. We can schedule that.
I think it would be better. I said I'll just be in the background.
Chat, bro. Just take the chat out.
Just take the chat. I'll just be in the chat, man, because apparently a lot of people don't like the sound of my voice from what I heard. No, I'm just fucking around.
They ain't the only one.
Especially, and it was coming from Gravy. It was actually coming from Gravy. It wasn't coming from nobody else. I didn't get no messages or anything like that. It was more Gravy telling me off camera. But there's a.
I'm gonna leave a long ass little paragraph that said, "You come back and we late." But me and Gabe, we was right on time.
You guys were not on time. Were you guys on time?
Yeah, right on time, bro.
Man, I'm proud of you guys, man. Shit. I'm sorry. You're better than me, bro. I couldn't do it. Anyways, man.
It makes me tingle that you're proud of me.
Yeah, and then I just want to give a shout out to everybody, man. Hopefully everybody had a good weekend and stuff like that. Tuesday, start of OTAs. Start of training camp is crazy, bro. There's a lot of shit that I kind of want to talk about. I like you guys to break down the 53 roster, bro. That shit was good. You know what I mean?
We had the numbers, but we ended up with 50, 52 or something like that, 51.
Yeah. But hey, trip out. There's already fucking injuries. There's already people that can't even fucking participate, bro. I'm like, Jesus, already?
PUP list, pup list.
Yeah, there's a pup list. And also, I was on the Raiders. I'm going to say, bro, I don't even care. I was on the Raiders stream earlier on YouTube and stuff like that. And there's a couple people that I really don't give a flying fucking rat's ass about. And one of them was Mitchell Renz. He literally tried to fucking clap back, say we should all get along or something like that. Bro, like, you're a Jets fan, bro. I really never liked them. I used to watch them, but when I started seeing all the fucking fake shit, bro, I don't even care about the growth of where we're at and stuff like that. And they got thousands of viewers, whatever or not. Like, a lot of people might like them, bro, but I just don't care for like that fair weather shit. I just really feel like those guys almost use the nation for whatever reason, especially him. There's other guys that I actually kind of did respect at one point. I'm not even going to mention their fucking names, but I kind of, seen what they were doing and I appreciated it. But that guy in particular, bro, I'm cool off of. So, like, if anybody don't, like them or chat, whatever, whatnot, but like, I think Mitchell Renz, if you're watching, because obviously you said, well, just do content. So obviously he knows that we do content. So Mitchell Renz, if you're watching, I think you're a bitch, homie. So whatever. So I just want to make that clear. I don't want to make it any other clearer than that. Like, you know what I mean? I think you use the nation for the wrong reasons. Same thing with Wi-Fi Willie. And that's just what I feel, bro. So you kind of try to say something. So man, that's just my opinion, bro. I just try to stay away from fucking weirdos, bro. And that's what I'm doing.
Low. If you give me $100, I'll drink a beer for you on live and say your name. This goes out to Low. You sent me $100.
I ain't sending you shit. I don't want you to drink no damn beer, bro.
Give me $100 and give me to drink beer.
Yeah. Hey, you give me some money, I'll drink some. Dude, like, you're just promoting alcoholism, bro. Grow up.
Because the game goes on, bro. You won't even understand what I'm saying.
Yeah, for real, bro. But anyways, man, that's just like my little rant and stuff like that. There is a couple things going on. The Rams and the Chargers hated on this, so there's not going to be no media coverage. Talk about a little bit about the injuries and stuff like that. Hopefully, Gabe pulls up here very, very shortly. But man, I just wanted to say that because look, I'm all for the Raiders, bro. And I'm all for just staying away from certain people that I don't want to be around, bro. And there's nothing wrong with that, bro. It's 2024, bro. You're who you hang around with. If you don't like people around your circle, bro, don't be around them. You know what I'm saying? Like, just don't. Just move away from them. Get away from them. They're not on your same level. Your vibe, whatever you want to say, man. Just stay away from them. So, like, personally, y'all motherfuckers just need to stay away from me if you ain't fucking with me, bro. Like, because I don't want anything more than just to have a good time with my homies and, you know, talk to the chat a little bit and just get into it. I don't need your bread. I don't need nothing like that. I don't need a fucking fluff. I've been a Raiders fan since I was fucking born. You know what I'm saying? I'm born into this shit. I don't need it because, like, this is my job. You know what I mean? If you wanted a job and doing this like this, we do this shit for fun, bro. It would be nice to go work at ESPN and stuff like that, but you got to go get the credentials. You got to go put in some work, not sitting back and just, you know, sounding good and looking pretty and just, you know, like sucking the lifeline because you have backers and shit like that, bro. It's fucking crazy. I don't believe in people that are just using the nation, bro. So that's just me personally. I just want to get into it. We'll get into the chat, man, and we'll just keep it pushing, bro. All right. Benny, what's up, bro? Salute to you, man. Oh, before we start, I always want to tell you guys, be thankful for what you do, guy, and what you don't. And don't drink and drive. So, yeah, we're going to get into it. My opinion in the building. Billy Davis, I seen you there, too. Seen my opinion. Seen Turkey there on the Raiders chat right there, man. Shout out to you guys. Alfredo in the building. Free Thinker, what up, bro? Salute to you, man.
Free Thinker's bomb.
Yeah. I seen Penny there too. What up? Who else in the maybe? If I skip you guys, man, I'm sorry, man. I do appreciate you guys, man. So whatever. I seen Paul there. Shout out Paul. Real Talk Raider Nation. Shout out. Seen you guys there. Hit Stick. I seen you there too. Bearded Raider. What up? Terrence. What's up? Cool Kev in the building. Who else in the building? Let's see. We're getting there. Vic. What up, Vic? Hopefully you're having a good one. Hopefully you ever had a good weekend. All eyes. What up, bro? Hopefully you had a good weekend, man. Happy Tuesday, Taco Tuesdays, whatever you guys want to call it. I just call it tacos every day. Mr. Penny, I'm doing good, man. Just busy at work. Hell yeah. Everyone's showing love to each other. See, that's what it's about, bro. It says, you'll lose ratings. Stupid. Low as a swimmer. Shit, here we go. Shit. Wild Turkey showing love. Who else in the building? I'm trying to catch up to everybody. Yep, on time. SoCal South. I seen SoCal over there too, man. I seen a few people over there. Billy Davis, what up, bro? Already said that. Man, shout out everybody, man. There's a lot of people, man. Hit that like button, man. I appreciate you guys. So, shout out to the homie, crazy ass motherfucker. And we were talking about not saying anything bad about him, but fucking, the GOAT. That fucking guy's crazy. Fucking crazy fucker. Josh, man, shout out Josh, bro. We're gonna probably have him on sometime this week, and probably have a sportsman on. Possibly gonna have Severe Raider on too, man. So keep it runs for that. Yeah, I'm not a big Raiders fan. He cheats the fan base. I agree right there. Mitch has the nerve about getting along. He was faking beef for views. There you go, Mitchell and Millhouse. Stupid. So this is, hey, Battle, I seen you there too, I believe. 559, what up, bro? Say he started calling people fake fans. Like, what the fuck? You're the fakest fans ever? Yeah, bro, for real. Alfredo, what's up? Allo said you should become an alcoholic and do shots for money and for popularity. Fuck no, bro. I'm cool. I ain't doing none of that shit. Great, let Gravy get in that ass. Yeah, Gravy would. Oh, Latino Mandingo over there, bro. I can't believe people pay that man, bro. Like, hey, Bearded Raider, I think they just do it on their own. They get a budget, they just do it and just have people type in some dumb shit. I'm pretty sure people trying to get involved and do that shit, but I don't know, man. I think it's they do it themselves, bro.
Chat Sports is a media business.
There you go. So they have money to do shit like that. So it's a strip club mentality, bro. Check this out. I used to do this at a strip club. What we would do is, if nobody was tipping at the bar and stuff like that, I'll turn around, go get like $50, whatever, or not. It'll be the girls' money. We go throw the money, and then people start throwing extra money. It's kind of like everybody wants to be involved. I don't see how the Raider Nation, or some of the nation could actually be involved in that, bro. Like, so I think it's more along the lines of it's just fugazi shit, bro. So that's just me.
Advantage of the move.
Yeah.
Vegas. A lot of people did that.
Yeah.
That are high up there now.
Yeah, Charm City, what up, bro? Salute to you, man. Free Thinker said this is the best Raider podcast. Man, I appreciate you, bro. I don't want to be the best, bro, because the best is up here and you're always going to fall, bro. I'd rather just be solid number 2 or 3. Be in the talks. I just want to be in the talks.
You just keep watching, Free Thinker. That's all that matters.
Yeah, bro. Yeah, I appreciate you, Free. Don't even trip. You know what I mean? But it's a low light to tease the Thortubs with the frozen popsicle before deep diving this guy. Anyways, hey, bro, my
what is
he's the only using the nation. That's 100% real talk for sure. Christopher Raiders, what up, bro? Arkham, what up, bro? Salute to you, man. Hopefully you're having a good one. Pyro, I seen Pyro over there too, bro. Salute to you, brother. UP, what up? What up? First time here, salute, man. Hey, thank you for pulling up, man. Appreciate it.
Meet up, man, Pyro. We gotta meet up, bro.
Yeah, shit. We're gonna be at both LA games. Sean Johnson, he sent me some stuff, bro. We're gonna be talking about it. Thank you, Sean. Appreciate you, bro. Sean Johnson's a local info. He always sends me with info, bro. Sean, appreciate you, brother. I wasn't born into the Raider Nation, and my kids were though. Raiders. Let's go, Vic. There you go.
Vic.
Michael Gallup said his heart was not fully committed to the game of football. What the fuck? Oh shit, that's crazy. Yeah, I saw McGimmick and Wash there. Gee, yeah, I seen him there too, bro. I didn't even pay attention to that, bro. It's good. Let them do them, bro. I'm not even tripping. Them fools would turn around. How can you? This is what I don't get. How can you sit back and I'm gonna throw a Raider party and then call security? Raiders don't do that, bro. Like, Raiders don't do that shit. Like, bro, you're gonna call security on somebody and get him kicked out of a party and then talk shit to him behind security, bro? And
even getting a dude kicked out
out of a Raiders event that wasn't even sitting there saying nothing to you.
You think you the man, but that light was lit before you got there,
bro.
And you think you light up a room? Nah, hell no, bro. Just wait. You'll be walking around there somewhere.
Yeah, but I mean, the thing is, though, it's like they're gonna be walking around with security, bro. Like, I'm not even worried about no.
Josh will still get him. Josh will still get.
Oh yeah.
He carries that. He carries that Jets jersey with him for real.
Most Raiders are in the house. What's up, bro?
He really carries the Jets
what up?
That says rent on it just for that dude, so he can wear it. He can put it on him.
Yeah. Everyone was saying that he got a Raider tattoo. He got a Raider tattoo, bro. Tattoos can get covered up, bro.
Raider got him on his leg like all the chicks do.
Yeah. Yeah, hey, bro. Hey, you know what? I was throwing pennies, bro. I make it hail in the strip club, bro. I don't make it rain. I make it hail. I'm there, real talk. For sure. Docs and security. Yep, exactly, bro. Exactly. Security docs. Says when Raider party is we party, damn it. Yep. Says, oh damn, who did that? Yeah, Docs was apparently through all everything that was going on. He had a party in Vegas and something like that, and Gabe didn't even know it was them, and his family were there. They went, and he went up to Gabe, started saying, "Is there a problem?" Gabe like, "No, there's not, but can there be? There will be. What's up?" After that, he went and got security and called. He started it. Gabe was just sitting there not even saying nothing. He started it, and they got security to kick him out, and kicked out all his people, bro. Yeah, and he's done that to a lot of different people, bro. So I mean, if y'all want to go to their parties, bro, go for it, bro. Like, I wouldn't do it. You know what I'm saying? Wild Turkey said on vacation at Port St. Joe's, Florida. Down the house rented has been plumbing problems for 2 days now. Gabe, what up? What up, Gabe? Shit, yeah. Gabe's in the building. Right. Gabe can clarify a little bit more on that, bro. But the whole security thing.
What bit?
The whole security thing. I was talking shit about Mitchell Reds right now, and that whole crew or whatever, not.
Oh,
yeah, how they did that. Yeah. Because no, because chat when the Raiders were doing their thing, like I was like, man, I said something about chat sports. I was like, they were in the fucking chat. And I was like, oh, clickbait. And he said, oh, that's what he said. He said, people say that we're clickbait that don't watch the show. Just do Raider content. Can we get all along? And we're like, get along. I was like, what the fuck? Tripping out, bro. But yeah, I remember that because Gabe came on a live and talked about that. Yeah. That shit's crazy. But anyways, I mean, bottom line, there's a lot of good people in the nation. There's just a few. What happened?
The new guy right there, isn't he?
Which one?
The one you have on there right now, Chris for Raiders.
Chris for Raiders, yeah. I take Monopoly money to the strip club. Yo, what the fuck? Knew about none of that. Them dudes are sad for real. That's how they operate. Yeah, they do, bro. They move like that, bro. Like, look, there's League of Bandits that throw a good party. That we went into Bakersfield. There's a couple other groups that are pretty cool. I know my boss and his crew. I forgot what they're called. The Compas. Those guys are really, really cool, nice guys. Whatever. They invited us to anything. He was very, very open arms and everything like that. It's just other people think that they need to be the one, bro. Like there's so many different people. Like me and Gravy were talking about it. There's like Protect the Shield. There's Severe Raider. There's fucking Pharaoh. There's Leonidas, there's fucking MC Raider, there's all these different content creators, and we all kind of like mess with each other a little bit. Joe Morley, you know what I mean? We Raider, you know what I mean? There's all these different things. Oh, Dub Raiders coming out. They have a podcast coming out too. There's all these different groups of people that when we see each other, we try to talk to each other, be honest, like, you know what I mean, and be cool with each other. We all want the same thing. Those guys were turning around and trying to say, no, it's ours, it's only ours, we're the only word. No, we all have an opinion. We're all Raiders fans. We should all be like cool, but these guys were trying to fucking say that they were the only ones and like we're better than them. Like, no, nobody's better than nobody, bro. We're just Raider fans, and that's what it really, really boils down to. Those guys are trying to get money for this shit. I mean, we get little, what was it? We got like a couple bucks, like, ooh, you know what I mean? We're not fucking, you know, like it pays for the programs, for the thumbnails, for StreamYard. Yeah, we're not getting paid. No one's got paid. I mean, there's money there, but it's like they're doing it in a totally different level, like trying to drain I just want to be a part of the nation, bro. So
trying to be gatekeepers and shit, you know what I mean?
Yeah, there you go. They're gatekeepers on YouTube, bro. Get the fuck out of here. Anybody can do
crazy, but yeah, which is crazy because anybody could grab a fucking camera and a fucking mic and do this shit, but they want to try to gatekeep. Like, what the fuck is what goes on in that little fucking peanut brain of theirs? You know what I mean? It's like it's just crazy, dog. But
yeah, it's like you can meet anybody on the Raider staff right now if you pay them. You can pay anywhere. You can look at this is one of the things that I'm learning about this life. Some people will see somebody with money and think that they're the realest dude. They're probably the biggest snitch, probably the worst. It's just. I digress, bro. Fuck all that bullshit.
Let me pack my bong.
Yeah. So I don't want to keep on just harping on that shit, man. D-Man is what up, bro. Salute to you, brother. But we're just trying to be.
Yeah.
We're just gonna try to be on some good shit, bro. So that's all it is, man. But Sean Johnson has a little bit of news right here. He says Antonio Pierce says he expects all healthy players to play in the preseason, which will be a significant change from how other teams operate in the last few years. Pierce also said that they'll be tackling live in practice when they are allowed to start using pads next week. It'll be a physical training camp. Things will get heated. Yeah, there's a lot of shit to talk about, bro. Like I liked his presser. It was pretty good. He says he's worse than Salt. That St. Jude shit. Yeah, I don't even know who that is, bro. Who? Raiders of 7, man. Pump the foam. I'm in the zone. $150. There you go.
Que chulada.
I'm gonna buy some of that shit, bro. I got a bunch of shit. I don't want to see if it really, really works. I'm gonna buy it and I'm gonna do a
that fool lives like fucking maybe
Lecky, what up, bro?
5-10 minutes away from here, dog. Like I always see that fool at the fucking either at the mall or at the fucking or somewhere eating around here. I always see that fool.
Yeah.
You know who I seen yesterday too? I don't know if anybody is really familiar with him, but he's I don't know if you guys know who Mikey Garcia is, but his brother Robert Garcia, they're like he's a boxer trainer. I fucking seen that fool yesterday too. I didn't want to blow that fool's cover. I was like, hey dog, what's cracking, dog? I ain't trying to blow your cover, dog, but so what's cracking?
Right around, what up, bro? Salute to you, man. So, hey, you know who does the voice really, really well? Is fucking Arkham when we playing Call of Duty, man. That motherfucker be doing it. That shit be cracking me up, shit. So, okay, yeah. So apparently, right now, Michael Gallup retires after 6 seasons.
Yeah.
Yep, that was crazy.
It opens up a spot though. That's probably gonna open up a spot for one of those, you know, those younger receivers, dog, like Wilkerson. You know, Wilkerson. You know, he was a practice guy last year, but that could probably open up a spot for him. That probably can maybe have us looking in a receiver's direction or something like that. You know, maybe somebody like I was saying before that maybe somebody that gets released or something like that. You know, later on, because I mean, receiver, as long as you know that the route tree, you know what I mean, it's not too hard, right? Especially if you're like a veteran in this league. You know what I mean? So, but I mean, that was big news today. I mean, I obviously thought he was going to be at the end of the bench, most likely. You know, I mean, be one of like the, but he was going to be a little bit of depth. You know what I mean? And maybe he came back to form. Maybe he come back to some form, but because he was a speedster, you know what I mean, he could open up the field a little bit. But I mean, it's not big. It was just like, oh shit, it was just a surprise after 6 seasons. You know what I mean? And then he was going to get a fresh start. He was going to get a fresh start with a different team. So I was like, okay. I mean, guess he just wasn't feeling it.
Yeah, it says right here he had a one year contract worth $3 million. He was expected to be on the team's number 3 receiver spot. He instead he retired today. First training camp practice. He pretty much see if he has any statements or anything. No, that's pretty much it. So
it's just surprising, dog, because you know what I mean. Like it is like just for like a guy that's gonna get a fresh start and shit like that, and then like he just retires out of nowhere. But hey, yeah, like somebody like they're saying in the chat right now, it maybe open up the spot for somebody else that even in another position. You know what I mean? Like maybe they carry an extra running back, an extra tight end. You know what I mean? It can open up a spot for somebody, you know? Yeah.
And there's shout out Sean. He sent me I guess somebody. I'll look it up right now. But there's a lot of people that are going to be on this injury list, bro, already on the PUP list already. So,
the Raiders?
Yeah, on the Raiders already. But see, like that's another thing too. Like what you're saying though, Gabe, I agree, bro. It's, you know what? Look, a lot of these guys, they go in, man, they do their things. You know what I mean? He had 71 career catches, 1,000 yards, 7 touchdowns. He's that's Guyton. We still have Guyton. So I knew Guyton had a couple more tread on him, a little bit faster. So, you know, just with him being out, bro, it's just crazy, bro. Like he only caught he was a 6-year veteran, 266 passes, 744 yards and 21 touchdowns, you know, with him. But he's 28, you know, smaller guy. You got to realize, man, some of these guys are really, really big. They get injured a lot. He wasn't on the field a lot. Being 6 years for only having that amount, I mean, he still had those catches. So I was giving props, man. Salute to you, bro, man. Good luck on your next event.
You had a real bad injury, too. You had a real bad injury,
yeah.
2 years ago.
So it says top wide receivers right here. He's saying the NFL including Michael Thomas, Hunter Renfrow, Corey Davis, Julio Jones, Russell Gage, Alex Erickson, Lynn Bowden, Randall Cobb, Robbie Chosen, and Richie James. I don't know who half of those guys are. A couple of Michael Thomas, obviously. Pena saying bring back Hunter. Crazy. But see, the thing is though, like you're saying too, Gabe, they're going to come down, you know, like a lot of players are going to be getting injured and stuff like that. There's like the list right now on the PUP list that Sean sent is right now. So placed on unable to perform list is going to be Darian Butler, Jake Johannan, Jackson Powers Johnson. That's just scary. Guyton, Colton Miller are unable to play. And then, you know, Michael Gallup. So there's the two things that we were really, really worried about, that we were happy about, that we kind of wanted to fucking moving forward was Cole Miller. And I kind of said it too. Cole Miller is already on the PUP list. And now
rest him, bro. Rest him. The longer he kicks back off that shoulder, the longer is better. I think so.
I know we did.
Spot in jeopardy.
I'm not saying this spot in jeopardy, but I forgot somebody was saying. I think it was Mike G was saying that JPJ he's injury prone. He had a lot of injuries, so even though he's a beast and stuff like that, I mean, we drafted our number 2 overall is already on the pup list, bro. That's crazy. You know what I mean? So
got hurt during rookie camp.
I think he was hurt coming in. That goes to the same shit to where it's like we're gonna need somebody else to develop. So it's kind of good that we got that extra money. We might be able to pull a guard somewhere. So
we still got Whitehair. We still got Meredith.
Yeah,
Meredith is experienced. He was here last year. We still got Whitehair. They still got.
I had him at 2.
What up?
I had him working with the 2s anyways.
They still have Andres. You know what I mean? So they still have some backups, but he's gonna have to work his way in. Like now for sure he's gonna have to work his way in, because if you don't get a whole camp, it's gonna be hard, because there is some veteran guys that are pretty like experienced already on this team. So it's gonna be pretty hard for him to just come in after being hurt. You know what I mean?
Go again. So the potential player picked. If he was hurt, we left Oregon. We're gonna find out. So
yeah.
Well, see that's
good.
I know. It's just like we did it again. Let's hope he gets better, but he's already can't participate in training camp.
Orlando, what up, bro? So All Eyes says right here, he's been hurt in college, had a groin, hamstring, hip injuries. He missed the Senior Bowl due to injuries. So there it is. So, you know what I mean? And that's what a lot of people were saying, and I heard a lot of people saying it. But, you know, it's just rumble and stuff like that. But right off, second day in, first day in, actually. You know what I mean? It's already there.
I'm like, was hurt. They probably don't want to get him hurter.
Herder. We don't want our players herder.
He can't physically. He's physically unable, so he's injured.
Yeah.
So if I say it hurts, then he can probably take that.
My opinion is saying I think JPJ is going through growing pains. I don't think so, bro. I think Oregon, they do run the ball a lot. I think him being out, there's not a lot of tape on him, even though it's showing certain things. And plus what All Eyes was saying, that like him not being in the Senior Bowl, when, you know, that's, even though he was supposed to be projected high, that's why I think he kind of dropped, because if he's that good of a fucking lineman, you know what I mean? But linemen being drafted that high, like look at Joe Alt, you know what I mean? Joe Alt, you don't see a lot of injuries with that guy, you know what I mean? But the interior linemen coming in, bro, like if they have to be banged up. A lot of them are banged up. If you look at college tape and stuff like that, the little bit of tape that I do see, a lot of them are wearing knee braces. They got arm braces. They're in there always getting banged up, bro. These guys are flying around the ball. There's a lot. It's not as fast and as, you know, tough, but these guys are getting clipped and everything like that, bro. So a lot of them are coming in injured. A lot of players from college are coming in injured with like these major injuries and stuff like that. So it's not surprising, but it's warranted. It's gonna happen. You know what I mean? So Gravy's word of the day: herder.
Figure it out. Injured her. He gets hurt a lot. Yeah, I think he'll push through it. They just want to make sure that he doesn't hurt more. Maybe, you know, I'm all right with that, especially with the big guys. I'm okay with it. But you know, if you're a rookie, you gotta put your print in there. Then we know you ain't gonna be in there. Maybe he will. Maybe it's just on a physical. It's not the whole training camp. He just can't do it now. But I don't know what.
Yeah, because this pup list, the pup list, when you get put on it this early and before training camp, you could, like I'm reading right now, you could come off of the pup list at any moment.
Yeah.
As soon as you're healthy, you could come off before the season starts. You can come off the pup list at any moment as soon as you're healthy. So I just think it's right now just holding them out of practice without having to, like, you know, designate them a real, like, put them a real designation on them. So it's like I just think right now, hopefully that's the case, because I mean, you want him, even if he's not gonna start, you know what I mean? Like, you still want him to be out there, you know what I mean? Like taking reps. You still want him out there taking reps because that's the only way he's gonna end up, you know, being even like effective if he's thrown in there. You know what I mean? So like you don't want to have him, you know, coming in and off of like 2-3 days of practice, when the season starts and somebody, unfortunately goes down early, then you have to throw him in there. You want him taking reps at some point in camp, at some point.
Yeah. So Huey has a question for us, bro. I'll keep Huey. I'll bring it back up right now, but I just want to kind of bounce off of what we were having conversations about this offensive line. Shout out Loon, man. Loon was kind of saying that this offensive line is going to have to gel, but we have what 1, 2, 3, 4 of the five linemen are all they know each other pretty well, except for that right side because Parham played the left side. He was saying that we needed to gel a little bit. Shout out Raider Allegiance too. But he was saying that, and I'm just backing what you're saying is like they're going to need that time together, especially him coming up and then running this scheme that they're going to be doing that Getsy runs. They're going to need those fucking reps. So him already being injured is already putting them behind the ball. You know what I mean? As far as that offensive line. So it's like if they're going to start him week 1 and he's already kind of behind the ball, he's already injured, then that running game might not really develop really, really fast. You see what I'm saying? It might be on a slow train a little bit. So especially with Zamir White being that guy, and then, you know what I mean? And then they need all the reps that they can possibly get. And for him to be out is going to be kind of, it's going to hurt the team, I think, but it is only day 1. You know what I mean? So it's like, wait, okay. So my 2 cents saying that he almost played every game in the last 2 years. So
yeah, I don't think he started.
Chile, what up? Leo, what up?
I don't think he started yet, but hey, he could work on his he could be in the room. He just can't do anything physical. So he could be out there.
I know he missed the Senior Bowl, but he was at the Senior Bowl practices because I heard that I was hearing good things about him in the Senior Bowl practice.
Yeah, so I mean,
you want to take it to the Senior Bowl and get hurt, and then you're drafting. You want to get drafted in the second round, and if you miss the Senior Bowl, none of them pro scouts give a shit. But they know you're a good. You're
with his shoulder. I mean, the only good thing about that is that it's not his lower extremities because for a fucking lineman, you don't want that stuff getting hurt on a lineman because those are the things like you said earlier. Most of the time, it's like almost mandatory for fucking offensive linemen to wear the knee braces just because of that same reason. You're all over. You're in the trenches, dog. So you're stepping on feet. You're like that. You're likely to step on somebody's foot. You can, what I mean, get ran into. You see that shit happen a lot with offensive linemen. Getting folded up on. So it's like that's why they wear the the thing. So it's like it's obviously you don't want any injury, but you as long as it's both of them. Colton Miller and Jackson Powers Johnson are both dealing with shoulder injuries. You know what I mean? Like hopefully they can get back on the field, but like it's like I said, it's as long. The good thing is it's not any lower extremity for those big guys. You know what I mean? Because once the legs start going out for those big guys, dog, it's like it's hard for those guys to start you know what I mean? Because they carry a lot of weight around. You know what I mean? So those big guys, it's harder for them to their knees and it's harder on their joints and shit like that, dog. So it's like that's the only silver lining in both of these motherfuckers injuries, dog, for right now.
Yeah. So that's another thing too. So I'm not really worried about the right side, but there's another thing to where it's like we're gonna have Mumford going to the right from the right tackle to the left tackle, which he did last year in LA or when going against LA and stuff like that. Then I'm not really worried about that left side, but that's a veteran Pro Bowl guy that we're already kind of iffy about what Mumford's gonna do on the right side, and again have to get pushed to the left side. And then guess what's going to happen? Our third rounder, Glaze, is going to have to come in and do some work. You know what I mean? So then now we're talking about Pro Bowlers gone, guys that are developing on the line, and then now our number 3 draft pick that everyone's kind of iffy on at that right tackle position. It's
shine.
Yeah, he's gonna have to step up and do his fucking thing, and that's where it's kind of like, all right, we're kind of getting off to a bad start already because we're already.
What's up? Let him know. Maybe he's that good, bro.
Yeah, well, hey, mate,
hopefully, who's gonna get a lot of probably looks, because of these 2 injuries right now. Though is Wagner. Wagner might get a good look, because of that. You know what I mean? So he's probably gonna get thrown in the fold. You know what I mean? Now it's, can this big motherfucker who people have been talking about for a year now. You know what I mean? Let's see if
Wagner,
he can become anything. See if he can become anything. But we got other guys though too. Though you know what I mean? Like he's gonna get played. I'm not gonna say. I'm not saying that he's gonna come in and take a spot or anything like that. I'm just saying he's gonna get real good, like looks in this training camp because those 2 guys are kind of hurt in front of him. So. But we got guys like like you said, Pete is played tackle. You know what I mean? Like those guys that are still, they're still a little bit more experienced. That I don't know if they would throw glaze in the fire, but you know what I mean. It's those guys are gonna have to come back because if they don't, then obviously, you know what I mean. Glaze is going to have to be for sure ready, dog. I mean, he's gonna have to be ready regardless, because
there's Andres Pete, Jalen McKenzie, Croker, which I don't know, Johanning is already out, Ben Brown. Well, those are guards, but as far as there's Glaze and Dalton Wagner, so Dalton Wagner's 3rd, so Glaze is already above Dalton Wagner. So you know what I mean. So Real Talk RaiderNation says you're only as good as your weakest link on the O line. Got to be right across the board. I agree with you on that.
But on the roster, on the projected roster right now for the Raiders on the Raiders website, it has Powers Johnson starting at left guard.
Right guard.
Yeah, it says left, LG right here.
Oh,
right
yeah,
guard.
okay, my bad, yeah.
The right guard is Parham.
Well, they have, I'm looking on ESPN, but it's just backwards, so, but I know where it's at.
Well, that's going to mean something because
Raider Room, what up?
If you have Parham and Mumford, look at these dudes, man, 6th, 7th round picks, and then they're blossoming into what I think a good little tandem that we picked right there. Those were good, and then it makes it just those guys have playing time. They have elite defensive line playing time, so they know what's up. Mumford knows what's up or what to adjust when we play against the Chargers. You know, Illuminor was out of the wall, and maybe this guy didn't protect his quarterback well, or they were calling it. The old coach and the offensive coordinator. But
yeah,
seeing Parham and Mumford in the starting lineup is real.
Well, Parham is a 3rd round pick. Parham is not that
he's a
low
3rd round pick.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we're talking just Glaze. Our tackles, I'm not comfortable with Wagner. He's 2nd string on this list.
Yeah, I'm 3rd.
Backing up backing up Mumford, and then Andreas Pete is number 2 at left guard. But since Johnson is hurt, he's going to be starting left guard.
Leo says right here, we got to move. Have the next man up mentality. Why is everyone playing this preseason can't all want to jump off the bridge just because of Publius? You know, before training camp. It's not jumping off the bridge, Leo. There's nothing like that. There's nothing like that. But House, what up, bro?
It's just more of a oh shit, like these guys are already starting off. Obviously, you don't want nobody. I mean, it is football. You don't want nobody starting off, but it's just surprising. Like most of the guys on there, I'm not worried about at all. It's just the only one really even is just make me even think about it is the Jackson Powers Johnson. That one is the one that's
going to be in the rooms. He's going to be in the meetings. He's going to be out there watching people get physical. He just can't do anything physical.
Like Colton,
it might be for a week, bro. It might be for a week.
No, for sure. But no, it's just the only reason I say that one is the only one that even got me anything my eyebrow raise, anything like that, is just because he was hurt. Also, he was already hurt in like and like in the mini camp. You know what I mean? He was already hurt there, and then he's kind of still it's kind of lingering into like this actual training camp. So it's like I kind of expected the Colton Miller one because he's coming off of surgery. You know what I mean? I didn't expect him to actually start like Gravy said earlier. I expected him to like kind of start maybe like slower into the season because he is a veteran, and I just see those type of guys. Like I don't see him having to fucking have the whole training camp, even though like you want these guys to kind of gel together. Like he's the one exception that I would say, like especially coming off surgery, I wouldn't be too alarmed with. But you want to obviously too, like he's another one you want to see him take at least some reps in training camp. You know what I mean, at some point. But like I said, the only one that has me with the eyebrow raise is JPJ though. Is because it's kind of lingering.
Yeah,
considered our best lineman already.
Yeah. So, see, and that's the thing. We're not scrambling, but it's not a good look when a Pro Bowl lineman is out. Our number 2 guy that we win, that we're like all pumped up for, he's out. You know what I mean? And then we're already kind of like shaky at the right tackle with Mumford, because a lot of people are saying that he can, but then he can't. And then the offensive line actually did pretty well as far as passing last year. They're like 8th in the league or whatever, whatnot, in pass protection. They were a little bit lower. I think they were like 19th or something like that in running. So, and then that was with Mumford moving, and then everybody didn't like Illuminor, you know what I mean, for whatever reason, because he gave up a couple bad plays. But now it's like we're going to go into our depth chart. You know what I mean? We got fucking how many, a month, 2 months before the season starts?
No, about a month and a half.
Yeah, about a month and a half by the time the season starts. So, now it's kind of those times that it's like, it says JP Leo, shout out Leo, bro. He says reports preventative measures. Okay, but it's still out, and it's the gelling, bro. And it's like Parham had to, Parham, I think, is an exception to the rule to a lot of these guys, is because Parham came in and he was balling. He did his fucking job regardless of whatever. Once Parham got in, and everyone, there was no doubt about it. Parham didn't come in injured. He came in 3rd round and started putting in work and was fucking starting by the time the season started. Now, Jackson Powers, just if you look at it, he has those lingering injuries and whatever, whatnot. Now, there was no issue with a Parham type. This is our number 2 that's coming in already injured. So, and then with our Pro Bowl left tackle, it's a little worrying a little bit. You know what I mean? But we're barely starting. I'm not jumping off the fucking, so to speak, like Leo's saying, we're jumping off the cliff for it, but it sucks already.
We're not getting. Well, what I wanted to explain to Leo was, that's not the case. As Johnson Powers is on the roster as a starting left guard for the Raiders, so if he was injured, he wouldn't have got that start. He wouldn't have got that nod of Andreas Pete, which is a veteran Pro Bowl guard. And if something's wrong with Pete, then he beat him out, in my view. You know what I mean? Unless something's wrong with Pete. This is just probably precautionary so he doesn't re-injure or the last time I know at rookie camp, he had like a calf injury. And that's something you don't want linemen to have, with calf injuries or shoulder injury. Gabe's right. If it was a severe type one, then let him rest. Just like Colton Miller. Colton Miller knows what's up, bro. He knows that. And then by putting him next to Powers, which I like that idea, is that he protected Parham in a good sense until he went out, until he got really hurt and missed games.
Well, remember, Parham played center when James was out, and Colton Miller was out too. Yeah. So what I mean.
But having Colton there as his tackle made him, more comfortable, because Colton could do what he needs to do and help him. I see Colton doing the same thing to Powers. Is that he's going to groom him. People ain't going to give him credit for it, but tackles do that. Tackles say, hey, do this instead of that. Or Miller would just go help him out. You know, if he has problems. But he's already beaten out Andreas Pete. As far as the Raiders are concerned right now, you know.
I think all these depth charts are projected though. Because they're all like, you know, they're all projected depth charts. I think the now is where you actually get like the pecking order. Like where you start getting these coaches putting them in the pecking order. You know what I mean? Like I think what's his name said they asked AP today, like when do you think would be a time, you know, to name the starting quarterback? You know what I mean? And he said when it's, you know, when the right guy, you know, kind of separates himself. You know what I mean? I think that's kind of like what I've been talking about. I think that they're going to be looking at every position in that sense. You know what I mean? Like guys are going to have to separate themselves because there's going to be a lot of competition. Mm-hmm. So, like, you know, the best five guys are going to start at the line anyway. Now, like, I know he's our second round pick, but if Andres Pete, you know, tears it up in camp, or you know what I mean, Whitehair's tearing it up in camp, and Whitehair's already, you know, kind of familiar with this kind of he was in Chicago last year. You know what I mean? So, like that if they're tearing it up in camp, I'm not gonna be mad because they picked the guy that's you know that's looking better in camp. You know what I mean? Even if that is our second round pick, you know what I mean? Obviously, you want those guys to hit because you know what I mean. Like Gravy has said before, you know what I mean. That's a second round pick. They should be able to you know, at least come in and contribute. You know what I mean? If not, you know what I mean, play at a high level. But I mean, obviously, you want to give them some time, regardless of what pick they are, because they are still rookies. They gotta, you know, figure this game out, regardless. You know what I mean? Because of the speed of the game and all that shit. But it's just, I think he'll be all right. I think, like Gravy said too, I think it's going to be more precautionary. I think he's going to take reps at some point in camp. The only thing that will worry me is if it gets late in camp and he hasn't taken any reps. Then that's when it's going to worry me.
Yeah, see, I like what Circus saying right here. We're saying the same thing. It says not scared of. He says I'm not scared because the outside of Guyton, no one has a significant injury. It's just precautionary. Now, if tomorrow we get news of ACL tears or something, then he'd be worried, which is true, which is very, very true. So yeah. So I mean, I get that.
Guyton on the pup list, and then
we lost two receivers.
You know, what's his name? Yeah, what's his name retiring? What's his name retiring? I mean, the one position that, like, yeah, we're top heavy, but it's looking like our you know, our depth is not that deep, that wide receiver.
We get older guys, bro. Sign older guys.
Yeah. So we're gonna see what happens. Michael Thomas is available, and Ayuk's there, but yeah, we're not doing that. But talking about Ayuk and that right there, Huey had a question earlier. Shout out Huey, and kind of switch it up, and we can get back into it. He said, "What do you guys think of AP?"
Long overweight, bro. You got to be on time and shit. You got to be like low shit.
My opinion, boy, I would want to answer the question with my opinion with the pup list. That's if you start off the season on the pup list. You got to go 6 weeks minimum. But if you like right now, being placed on the pup list before the season starts, at any point, like I was reading this right before the live and all that shit. Like if it's in camp, as soon as you're healthy, you can come off the pup list, as long as it's in camp. But if it's like, you know, week one of the season already, like when preseason is over and like that week one is already started, like that week one of practice, like when they have to like report like the 53 already, then you cannot start on the pup list because then it's 6 weeks minimum.
Okay, that was actually pretty. That's actually pretty dope right there, bro. I didn't even know that.
Yeah.
See, you learn shit around here, bro. So that's what's up.
Raider room. Bowers can't play guard though, bro.
Yeah.
Bowers can't play guard or tackle.
But what's gonna happen is in this, then you're gonna have Myers sitting there either setting up on the left side or right side just for that extra block, you know what I mean? And then you can push Bowers out to like receiver, you know, receiver 3, slot receiver, whatever, whatnot.
I don't look low. I don't think they're gonna really. That was in college. I don't think they might dip into it. I would.
Yeah.
Hey, this guy's an athlete. He can break tackles. If he's out in the open, that's it. If he's out in the open, it's gonna be eyes roll back, like what this kid is doing. I hope so. But if he's stationary, is he a good enough blocker for these guys, for these big defensive ends? It's a whole different. It's a whole different dude that you're playing against. Even though you went to Georgia, you probably were blocking, NFL defensive ends. You were, but their whole thing to stop you was to not let you have the ball. So you were more receiving guy. I don't really see him being out that much, but I see him taking the slot. I see him because if you have Bowers and Myers in the same, you're running like the 12 personnel, and then you're gonna take away Trey Tucker. You got to take away your slot because that's Bowers' position. Myers took the tight end away, so you're condensing your offensive line, and then Bowers is gonna be the slot guy. He ain't got to line up at wide receiver. He ain't that fast enough to beat these. Those corners recover him quick, bro.
Yeah,
I hope not. I'm not talking bad on the guy. I love his tape. He was Georgia's everything.
Yeah.
Georgia's everything. So
I think he ran like a 4.4 something. Though.
Yeah, he's pretty quick.
He's fast. But that's okay. If you do that with a tight end that's special like that, abuse his talents. You know what I mean? Don't have him sit back there and block a defensive end. You can possibly get the guy hurt. You can step on him, and then you got Bowers in that pup list. You know what I mean? Because I'm expecting all these rookies and all these new guys to have hamstrings and and pulled something, this and that. But it's not going to be that serious. But then that's the last time you're going to see him.
Well, I expect early Mayer to be that guy anyway, to be the blocker, to be the blocking tight anyway, because he's already felt, defensive ends in this league. He's already felt defensive ends in this league. You know what I mean? And you kind of want to ease Brock Bowers into that role anyway. Even though I think he's the type of guy, he's a football player. And I think Brock Bowers is a football player, and I think he's willing to do anything out there. But the thing is that you don't want to, like somebody put in the chat earlier, which that's a good point too. Like, JPJ and Bowers, which is first and second round pick, which is this is an awesome thing to have, but they're sometimes their passion for the game and their love for the game and all of that shit sometimes could also be their curse too, because they could also want to be, like JPJ and Bowers, like obviously Bowers isn't dealing with any injuries, but JPJ, like, he could be a rookie that's looking to want to start and looking to want to impress the coaches and shit like that, and they could be saving him from himself. You know what I mean? They could possibly, saving him from further injury, him re-injuring his shoulder because he's too he's too anxious to want to get out there and show something. You know what I mean? To the training, to the coaching staff and shit like that. So, Bowers is another guy like that. You know what I mean? He's gonna be a guy that's not gonna be scared to do out there that they ask him. You know what I mean? But I think Mayer's gonna be that guy in that role. You know what I mean? Because he's already been out there. He's already been pancaked by Max Crosby in last year's camp. You know what I mean? He was pancaked and kind of like introduced to that was his, welcome to the NFL moment. And he kind of like, he was able to kind of pick that up. You know what I mean? And I think that's what's going to be good about this tight end tandem, dog, because he's going to be able to help out the line and still be able to go out for passes. And Bowers is going to be, the kind of a jack of all trades type shit where you can ease him into like the blocking role. So I just like our tight ends, bro. And that's what's going to help, like that our kind of our wide receiver depth is not that deep, but we got one hell of a fucking tight ends.
We got receivers that don't get hurt a lot either. They get mad, but they don't get hurt. So that's the thing.
Yeah.
You know, they come back in the game. That's a blessing that we have.
So I mean, looking at JPJ overall social media, it sounds like football fanatic. He's definitely the type who would try to play through a significant injury. Okay.
Yeah.
Black hole ho. Okay. Nice. Hey, I didn't say it. You wrote it. Retire for retired, trade Waller for Gallup. What the fuck? That's crazy. That's funny as hell. So then Chris for Raiders saying,
I'm still not worried about the offensive line. I'm not.
Yeah, it's not necessarily we were over exaggerating it, but it's just fucking red flags, bro.
No, the only one really is the new right guard, Max Crosby. I would just say, like, it's gonna be more alarming if it's like August fucking 20th and this guy and JPJ still hasn't hit the field. That's what's gonna be alarming. Like, obviously right now it's just the head scratcher. You know what I mean? You want, like, and you know what I mean, knowing the pup list kind of rules now, you know, you kind of like think, okay, as long as he comes back at some point. But if it's fucking August 20th and shit like that, dog, then yeah, for sure it's gonna be kind of a little alarming, you know what I mean? Because you kind of thought you was gonna be able to at least come in and contribute, dog.
Yeah. So Brandon O'Brien, I haven't seen you around here, brother, but it says, what do y'all think about this season's schedule, wins and losses take? We did a couple shows back, and we were kind of, all of us were kind of looking around the 11 and 6 and 10 and 7. 10 and 7. Yeah, that's what we're kind of looking at right now. So yeah, that's what we're looking at. I mean, you can say what you think, bro. Put it in the chat. You know what I mean? So
Gardner Minshew at quarterback for me.
Yeah. So that's another thing about this O-line that kind of got me going, because if you figure the O-line, no matter what, if the O-line ain't holding up and if they're not gelling, then that's going to depend on our quarterback play. Even though, like, AP was kind of saying that, you know, Aiden's gotten his little swag, you know what I mean? He actually had a good fade. I seen him when he got off the bus, the B-roll, whatever. And he actually got a good fade and had his mustache lined up. So I was like, all right, he's getting a little bit better. But Gardner Minshew came out, you know what I mean? And Gardner Minshew's him, but
he's ready, bro.
Yeah, I think both of them are ready, but it's just gonna hinder what we're gonna need to do moving forward. And that's where we can't be.
I gotta let this boy beat me up. Hell no.
I don't see that, but see, at the same time, I mean, they're the same.
They're
the same age.
I don't give a fuck how old he is.
So you can't say this boy's gonna beat me out. You know what I'm saying? They're gonna battle it out, bro, and it's gonna be good. But Gardner Minshew is good at is scrambling and getting away from, you know, with having a bad offensive line.
That's what we
know what I'm saying? So that's where Aiden's gonna need that offensive line, because I even watched some of his tape. He's taking 7 to 8 yard drops. You know what I mean? In the backfield. So when he's hiking the ball, he's dropping back so he can have enough time to actually really see the field and whatnot. I don't know if Gardner doesn't go as far back, you know what I mean? But that's going to be a big deal moving forward if we don't have our key guys up.
He uses a lot of yards when he can't get out of the way and get sacked. That's what's going to happen.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. Brandon's saying 11 seconds.
Second and 17, second and 19, and shit like that.
Yeah, we're fucking ranked number 32.
Yeah, I seen that shit. All right, Vic, have a good night, bro. Salute, man. Hope we have a good one, bro.
Everybody going to sleep.
Number 32 out of 32.
Out of who is?
We are.
That's what we're ranked.
That was what our franchise was ranked as a whole, moving forward, like for the future, like they say, and they're taking everything into account, ownership, like front office, coaching staff, roster, and all of that shit. We're ranked 32 out of 32.
Right.
You only made 2 moves in the offseason on free agency.
We're ranked 32.
And a lot of people didn't do anything, you know, but they already have the team. You know what I mean? A lot of people left. Like,
I love it.
I say it right now. I say
I
Dallas.
love it.
You think the re-pickup of Elliott is better than what Wilkins or Minshew? You know, what did Elliott do? You know, Elliott took not a good team to nothing. You know, balled out on us a little bit, but
That's what I'm saying. I personally I like it. You know what I mean? I think that's the perfect. Not that they need any, but that type of shit right there is going to light a fire, even more of a fire under fucking AP, under all of these, the whole team, dog. Like they're gonna say, okay, all right, motherfuckers, we'll show you 32. We're 1 of 1 anyway, so it don't really matter.
how could you
Yeah. ESPN is fucking
We're 1
sucks.
of 1.
fucking $1 billion
One,
everybody wants to go to. It's always sold out. No matter who it is, it's sold out. And
That's what I was gonna say.
sit
So
low.
we're
We finally get good players. You know, we got good players coming into this team. We were talking about them all day last live, Gabe, and even Sunday before that. Even the one before that when you was on, though. We have good squad. And, you know, we have our doubts on some other players, but we have our eyes on players that will get hurt, you know, that will bring this guy in free agency. Bring this guy. I'm pretty sure of Matt gets cut by the Chargers because he doesn't like what Harbaugh's doing over there. There'll be a grip of chat inside our chat and say, let's go get Mac. Let's go get Mac.
Yeah.
30-some years old Mac. And we're just gonna add to the fire, bro.
Yeah.
It's
So
just, it's
we
I
gotta
know. I like it, but they're not the only ones disrespecting. Though, like people at fucking Fox Sports, you know, fucking Colin Cowherd talking shit. I know whoever was
Yeah.
talking shit, but it's okay. Though. I like it. But you know what I mean? Because
What were you saying about us?
he was just saying that we're a fucking clown show, we're a circus.
Yeah.
We're
But
clown
6
show,
months, 6 months from now, don't say, "Oh, the Raiders are back."
Yeah, we're a circus.
Have Max Crosby on the fucking show and Jack Jones on the show, or Spillane on the show, or even Aiden O'Connor or Gardner Minshew on the show. I wouldn't even.
He went as far as to fucking say like that we're like to like even make his point. Like I don't know, like maybe he turns into a good quarterback. I don't know. I really don't think so because of what we heard. But he was talking about Bo Nix, saying like even bringing up Bo Nix, like saying like, man,
Bo
he's
Nix
in they're in a division with Patrick Mahomes, fucking Herbert, and Bo Nix. Like, what the fuck?
Bo Nix had
That
like
is-
great F's and D's and shit like that. Yeah.
It's just crazy, bro. But it's all right though.
Yeah.
I like it. It makes me actually laugh now when I see those headlines and shit like that, and actually just like fucking watch it real quick and just be like,
And it's all quarterback driven. It's all GA's want to get traded to the Jets, you know. And then they have all this bullshit. And then, hey man, you Cowherd. All right, you had 20 years of your business that what you've been saying that the Raiders been a joke, but now you got to uphold that because we're gonna come at you when we're doing pretty good, you know, with whichever quarterback.
Yeah. I'm not gonna lie. Everyone's saying Cowherd and whatever. I liked him for a while when I kind of really just was like trying to find someone to listen to, and I was listening to him. I kind of liked some of the shit that he would say about certain sports players and stuff like that. But when you start talking shit about the Raiders, I just don't fuck with you no more. So you know what I mean. And when he said that,
for a fucking like wow factor type shit, dog. Like, cause he knows that the Raiders have a big following, like on shit like that, social media and all of that shit. And they know that shit's going to like, you know what I mean? Like, because it's like the way he says it now, like, and like the way that like it's just they know that the Raiders are a hot topic, you know, around the league right now with DA and Max having his own shit all the time, and like, you know what I mean, just being a bit like a big like something big in the NFL right now is just they know that they're gonna just like rile up the fans or say some shit, but you know what, we're used to it. Like, and at the end of the day, to be honest, for this team, I like it. For this team, I like it because it's gonna light a fire, like more of a fire. It's just added fuel. You know what I mean? Added fuel to the fire, dog. And it's just like, and I just think that it's gonna be a surprise. It's everybody and then what's crazy at that towards like the end of the season, where like when we're kind of like looking better and we're looking like, you know, we're gonna probably go, you know, probably hit the playoffs or something like that, dog. It's gonna be a totally different tune on these fucking media channels, dog.
They're writers, bro.
It's gonna be AP was, you know, always had it in him. You know, he was a champion as a player, and he always had it in him, and all of this shit, and it's just gonna be, you know, like it's just gonna be a totally different tune. But the good thing is that us Raider fans, though, we don't forget. We know who was talking shit. You know what I mean? So, you know what I mean? And the good thing is that now, more than ever, dog, a lot of us fans, dog, have a lot of like big voices, dog. Like, you know what I mean? And who knows, dog? By you never know when it's gonna happen or whatever, dog. But so one of us, you know, as a content creator, you know, us, somebody else, anybody, you know, somebody's gonna get hurt, and it's just gonna be. It's just different now, dog. It's just like now all of these fucking media guys. You could tell sometimes they even try to copy fucking like content creators, dog, like because they know that their fucking content isn't even working anymore.
Yeah. So
you know what I mean? Like,
they're gonna be like, I can see them already saying shit like, "Well, you know what? I had to say it. It was tough love. You know, you got to give him tough love."
Calhoun, he's a Pacific Northwest guy. So anybody that comes out of Oregon or Washington or any states around there,
he two hands on it.
He'll dig Knicks forever. He's not in the right situation. He's not in the right situation.
Rich Eisen is cool. I like Rich Eisen.
Rich Eisen is real, bro. I think Rich Eisen, like, I can sit back and like have a cup of coffee with him and chop it up. He seems like a dude that would do that. You know what I'm saying? Like he because he likes the Raiders. The thing is, though, there's a difference about fans and media. I think Rich Eisen, he is media and he reports whatever, but he always pushes back.
I've heard him criticize too. I could tell he has like I could tell you that he actually like he has like a like for the Raiders. But I've heard him criticize us too, but he's more real. You know what I mean?
It's like, okay, so for example, I think Eisen, he has the way he looks at it. He wants everybody to be good because it's going to be competition for everybody and it's going to be good fucking football. You know
and he knows that the Raiders being good is good for the league.
Yeah, it's good for the league. Yeah, and he likes that shit. You know what I mean?
He's enjoyed telling all the haters, I told you.
Yeah.
I told you. Because if you have a repetitive, he's always said that. Even though we knew we weren't good here, we weren't good there. Even though all this, I see the Raiders making a move. I see him coming up, and he's right. And no one, and then he'll come correct and say, "I told you," with the doubters, and it'll be his own staff.
Yeah.
But you know, you get the hate like Calhoun recently now, and then you get, you know, Chris Collinsworth. You know, when we were playing against, who was it? We smashed them. The guy from the Giants, the quarterback from the Giants. When we smashed the Giants, we said, he goes, "Oh, watch out now! This rookie, though, he you know, the Chris Collins, shut the fuck up! You don't even know about this guy."
But wasn't like Calhoun like even like a couple months ago, dog, when the job was up for grabs, when they were still like the Raiders were still saying, he was talking about they should give it to AP and all of this shit, and this will be good for the organization and this shit and that, like
all the way.
But even like, because I remember him saying specifically saying, I always thought Harbaugh would be perfect for the job, but he even changed his mind at the end, saying that AP was perfect for the job. Like AP was made for that job. Like at the end, like he changed his mind about it, and now he's singing a different tune, just to rile up fans. That's why you could tell like his like those takes are not even like genuine. You know what I mean? Yeah. It's just basically, you know what I mean, because it's a popular like, you know, thing to maybe like hate on the Raiders right now, you know, or something like that. Like because he knows, you know what I mean? He's known to kind of like have that like not troll, but like, you know, people kind of hate him type of shit, like a Skip Bayless type shit, and a good range. Like, I guess Skip Bayless doesn't have a job anymore either, but you know what I mean. It's just like those type of shit. Like, you could tell that those guys like getting a rise out of like making fan bases, you know, talk shit about them, or you know what I mean, because that's how they stay relevant.
So the black hole says right here, I would love for them to give us respect, but we have to earn it. Over the past 20 years, we have the worst record in the NFL next to the Browns, and we have finished over 505. We have finished over 505 times since 1994.
Terrible.
You know what? Listen. Black hole, whatever. I don't give a fuck. We're Raider fans. We're gonna fucking win regardless, whatever. We think we're gonna win it every fucking year. So regardless of whatever, I don't. Even if we are the sorriest team or whatever, or not, who gives a shit?
I'm tired of it too.
Yeah, I mean, I get it being tired of it. I understand that, but yet I'm not gonna I'm not siding with anybody besides the fucking Raiders, bro. Like, regardless of whatever. If Derek Carr came back, I'm backing him up. Who I'm just saying they're talking shit, like, but I'm being honest though. I'm gonna back him up. If fucking what's his name? Brett Favre comes out of time, I'm gonna be a Raider. I've always wanted to be a Raider. Fuck it, bring your old ass. I'm taking it, bro. I don't care if we're losing, bro. I don't want to lose. There's a difference, but yet at the same time, that's like you gotta back up your family, bro. Regardless if your family's in the wrong or whatever, not fuck them. You know what I'm saying? On some real shit, fuck them. They shouldn't be talking shit. Keep your mouth shut. Don't say anything. Especially some of these guys that have never played the fucking sport. We're fans. You know what I'm saying? Gravy's a coach. I'm a fan.
Raider. I'd rather get Brady instead of Brett Favre.
Myra G, what up?
His old ass out there.
I just don't like. The shit that I don't like is that they just do it for that shock value type shit. Like, it's not even genuine takes sometimes, dog. Like, I understand that take. Like, we have to earn it. That is very, very well fucking said, whatever. You know what I mean? Like, I agree with that. We have to earn it. But to not notice the change in the organization from what it was last year, and then the way that it ended, and not not being able to see these things is like, and then like to literally like fucking dead last, really, when you have the city of Vegas, when the organization has just like 6 or 7 times it's already, you know, like times itself 6 or 7 times its value since it's been in Vegas. You know what I mean? Like, it's just crazy to see some of these things sometimes, dog. And it's just like, and it's all because of the shock value thing. And that's the only thing that kind of like gets me. Like, it's nothing new. Obviously, it's nothing new, but it's just like all this for always just to hate on the Raiders. But you know what I mean? That's why I keep saying this and I keep repeating it. For other teams, I think it would like, for other teams, like with a different head coach, I think it would kind of like, you know, bring the team down, and they would kind of already start with the mentality of like, damn, we're already fucking behind. People are already gonna think we're gonna suck. So, you know, like you could sometimes you can see like different teams, like that different mentality, dog. Like with last year's team. I mean, you can see when as soon as something hit a bump in the road, or like what 2 years ago when Carr was there, people were throwing each other under the bus. Everything was like, you know, just started falling apart right before our eyes, like quickly. I don't see that with this team. I see a more like a team that's like a more resilient team, dog. And I just see that they're taking the mindset of their coach, dog. And I just see that. That's why I like with this team, I don't mind it. Like, I really do feel like it's actually going to do us better. That they're fucking, that they keep this respect. That let them keep up this disrespect. To be honest, because at the end of the year, I think it's gonna be a different tune.
They say what they want, but you got to make the teams that you play against respect you, and the word will get around.
Nope.
You got to go.
Yeah, I agree with that too, bro.
We have a choice to make the media right, or we have it to say you're wrong. Now, we as fans we're known to say, oh, we're going to win every game, this and that, whoop-de-whoop, AOC all the way and stuff like that. But they know that we don't have the elite quarterback in our division. That's why the Chargers are ahead of us, getting ready to miss the playoffs. They don't even have wide receivers. They got rookie everywhere. They got an old-ass front line. They got an old-ass defensive line. And then they got a good secondary. That's about it. And these guys are going to make the playoffs with the same just about schedule that we have? No way, bro.
Yeah.
No way. They just got a better quarterback. That's it.
We got Denver ahead of them.
Yeah, they got Denver ahead of us.
But then they must have Chargers at 2. We must be 4th.
Yeah.
32nd, yeah.
Didn't we end up second in our division?
In the 3rd.
3rd?
Not even supposed to win 6.5.
No, but what I'm saying is we were second in the AFC West, right?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So we were supposed to be dead last, right?
Yeah.
So
we're supposed to finish dead last. We're supposed to finish dead last for the last, I don't know how many years.
Yep.
5 years, bro.
5 years.
This is to me. Even the teams that Gruden started to get together, you know what I mean? This right here, these guys are putting together a team
what up?
that I could see winning a lot more football games than we did last year.
Oh, we're 3rd? Okay.
Without the distractions and stuff, Because we don't need distractions.
Yeah, I mean, look, overall, man, I can care less about what they're going to do, the way they look at it. The way we're moving forward, bro, I'm so happy about this, regardless if we have a winning season or not. I just like the feel. It feels way better than last season. The team looks better. We do got some, barely starting off with some injuries. Quarterback is a little iffy, but, I mean, there's so much room to grow. A lot of people were saying that, say Aiden balls out this year. Let's just say, for argument's sake, he balls out this year. Doesn't give up the ball a lot. Maybe gets sacked a couple times. Doesn't give, you know what I mean? Maybe gives the ball maybe 8 times total. A couple fumbles, maybe a couple interceptions, which would probably be a little bit more, give or take, 8 to 10. Puts up about 3.5 yards, maybe, 3,000, close to 4,000 yards, puts it up, gets us into some winning games, right? We lose a playoff game. Okay. We grow, but then say that happens going into his 3rd year. Are we going to give him another contract? And everyone's complaining about DA and his money and stuff like that. Bro, you're looking at the future. If it works, you're looking at the future what a lot of other quarterbacks have done, or a lot of people in the league are doing. Look at Purdy's situation. Purdy's going to get paid, but not this year. He's going to get paid next year because they got to pay other players. So we can possibly have something building.
He got 4 years, bro.
Oh, did he? But it took him how long to get that, though?
No, he was a rookie last year, Purdy was.
Oh, okay. No, 2 years ago.
2 years ago.
2 years ago. Yes, 2 years ago.
He's going into his 3rd year.
He's going into his 3rd year. So what I'm saying is,
he got hurt in the playoffs the first year.
Right.
Yeah,
right. But all I'm trying to say is he got hurt his rookie year. So what I'm trying to say is that if Aiden O'Connell has the upside that we all think he can have, and that's what we're all looking at and wanting him to do. Not saying that he is going to, not saying that the history says that, but if he does that, Chris saying 3,700 with 31 touchdowns and 9 receptions, that's not bad. It's not bad at all. 31 touchdowns, 9 interceptions. Okay. What I'm saying is, if that happens, we're looking at our offense of being what most good generational teams that start building up do. They get somebody on a rookie contract and then start building it up. You know what I'm saying? That's all I'm saying. There's a possibility. I'm not saying that it's going to happen. My opinion is saying low stop. I'm not going to stop, bro. I'm really looking at it because that's what everyone's looking at, bro.
That's the best case scenario.
That's the best case scenario, yeah. And I'm not going to stop my opinion because that's your opinion, it's my opinion. But my opinion is I would want this to happen. This is what I want to fucking happen because it's going to be better overall. We can get more players. We can get a better roster with a cheap quarterback that wants to fucking win and then earns his fucking way up. That's what I want to happen. Am I being hopeful? Am I being a little bit fucking shot in the dark? Fuck it, I am. Because, this is what we got. I'm going off of what we got, bro. I'm not sitting there trying to be like, how would you say, like, oh, well, we're gonna go get fucking Dak Prescott and spend thousands or millions of dollars on this guy. That's not gonna happen. They're not gonna give it up. This is who we got. And you guys might think that Gardner Minshew is gonna be able to do it. He might be able to do it, but his up and downs are worse in a sense than fucking what Aiden O'Connell is, or what could possibly be. So that's all I'm saying. I'm not saying that it's gonna happen. I'm wanting it to happen. There's a big fucking difference. I believe in my team for that to happen. So,
well, he's gonna have better coaches. That's the good thing. He's gonna get coached well. But I think the knowledge of
man, I'm just excited, though. It's football
game.
season. Camp started.
That's the only thing, Gabe. I'm happy with. I'll deal with just about everybody except for the quarterback.
You know what I mean? I'm excited, dog. I'm excited for you.
I just don't want us talking about our quarterbacks and saying, why didn't we do this? Why didn't we do that? Who's out there? Well, we can't. We're strapped. We can't do anything right now. So right now,
my opinion. Yeah.
I'm just.
We should have did something earlier. We should have did something.
Yeah. But who?
Yeah. See, that's the thing.
We could have took the gamble. We were deep. We were in that Wilson thing. We were in the Fields thing. We wanted to move up and get your guy. Somebody different. We could have moved up and got our quarterback instead of waiting and have Bowers back.
Oh, but the thing
we had a better quarterback. We had a better quarterback than what we have now. We wouldn't even be sweating that Bowers was there.
But they tried to make up. They tried to move up. It's just nobody was answering the phone.
Okay.
Nobody was answering the calls. Like nobody, like regardless of what the Raiders were giving. Like I at that point, like I even said this in the offseason, if we were going to trade up, if nobody was going to answer the phone, then we got like I'm more comfortable going for what we have, even with Minshew. Even if it's not AOC, I'm more comfortable going with Minshew than going to go get Wilson or somebody like that. Like I'd rather have got, like, if it was Wilson on $1 million contract, then all right. But he wasn't going to do that. He wasn't going to do that for the Raiders. He wasn't going to do that for the Raiders, though.
No.
Like he was only going to do that for a certain team, and he did it for the Steelers because of the Mike Tomlin shit and all that shit. Like he was only going to do it for a certain team, and at that point, I'm more comfortable going with AOC or Minshew than going with any of those other guys. Like I'm not really worried about the quarterback position. I'm kind of more like, obviously I'm worried because anything could happen. We could suck, whatever. You know what I mean? Like that could happen. That's happened for the last 20 years, whatever. You know what I mean? But the thing is that I'm more excited this year than any other year for the possibility of this guy, you know, just coming out of anywhere. Like other years, I'd be like more iffy about it. Like, damn, no, I don't really like. I want him to be better, but like the possibility of it happening is going to be like, fuck, because we don't have the coaching staff. We don't have this. We don't have that. We don't have the receivers. We don't have anything like that. Like this year, I'm more excited because we do have I think we have a good coaching staff around him. I think we do have great receivers around him. We have great young guys that are going to help him around him. Like that's why I'm more excited for AOC this year. Like I'm more excited than I am worried, really.
That's a good way to put it. That's exactly like kind of the way I was trying to say it. You know what I mean? Because like I just want him to succeed because that's what we got. And I see the upside. You know what I'm saying? So it's like I agree with you on that shit. I know.
How many games is it gonna take you guys to realize that this guy ain't the one?
Okay,
this season.
I'll flip that question. How many games is it gonna take for you to realize that he's our one if he's fucking winning?
That is a good one. Halfway through the season, Gravy, what is the record that AOC needs to have? That is a good question. Halfway through the season.
I asked you guys that question.
Okay.
I'll say if we start off 0-3, I'm ready to call it a day. Yeah. But if we're fucking 2-1, I'm gonna be like, this is what I want to be.
I roll with them again. I'll put them out there again.
Okay.
But with Minshew, it's different. The first time Minshew messes up, everybody's gonna be calling out for Aiden.
Of course.
And then that's why you're gonna have, AP saying, well, he's gonna be stuck. He's gonna have to say, well, why didn't they didn't start? And then he's gonna have to say Gardner just flat out beat him because it's a competition.
I don't that too, but I don't think. I think the way AOC is doing it, AP is doing it, is it's all going to be based off of how training camp goes. But I know he kind of is going to be leaning on more AOC than anything, and everybody is kind of leaning on AOC. If you really look at it, Garner is known for being a backup, and that's what he's known for. So that's where we're at, bro. I mean, I think the AOC is going to be our starter.
Legit.
Red Dolphins, what up? Lewis, what up, bro? Salute you, man.
I just I don't know, man. It's football season. I don't know if it's maybe
chucking
excitement.
The ball.
Maybe I'm just happy. Maybe I'm just happy football's back.
I don't give a.
Maybe I'm just happy football's back, but
I don't give a rat's ass how many yards Aiden Mercado throws.
Yeah.
I think if you're talking 31 touchdowns, I'll take that. More.
Yeah, all day.
Yards. I don't care if he has 2,500 yards. If he gets 30 touchdowns and 8 picks or 10 turnovers.
Yeah, I'm good with that.
That means you're good in the red zone.
Yeah. Shout out Pyro. Pyro said, "Getsy, please don't fuck this up."
And that's that I'm saying with right now. A lot of people is iffy on Getsy. We don't know nothing, so nobody can say anything. But he wasn't our first choice. He was basically our third choice.
Yeah.
AP wasn't even a mix at the head coach. I heard, coaches they talk to each other, and I listened to a coach that says, before AP, they wanted to get Lincoln Riley. They were looking at Lincoln Riley very, very hard to replace what's his name, McDaniel. So how Jack Gabe would have been happy because he got the old USC quarterback that never did at USC or Oklahoma.
But see, this is the biggest thing
Riley
that I like.
Lincoln Riley can fucking fuck off. Now Lincoln Riley hasn't done shit at USC, so he hasn't earned.
He was this close a bit. Why do you think Kingsbury was brought in before? The offensive coordinator was getting brought in before.
And not to change subjects, but what's his name? Might be on his way out anyway. Dion might be on his fucking way into USC.
What?
Yeah.
So this is the thing that I like what AP said, and with the coaching staff that we do got, this is what I do like, and I'm gonna be dead honest with you. What I like about it, he's saying ego at the door. If you look at fucking Cliff Kingsbury, whatever, that's his name, right? If you looked at way he talked about his quarterback, how he put him down, how he did certain things, they made it all about him. That ego needed to be checked at the door. I'm pretty sure he came in and started trying to swing his dick around talking about, well, we need to do this, whoop, whoop, and this is what I need. No, we're not doing that. You're under here because, see, the thing is, though, a lot of head coaches that come in that are good offensive coordinators that come into the league, it's hard for them to come back down. Only certain coaches can do something like a Belichick can do something like that. You know what I mean? There's very, very rare that a coach can be like, oh, I'm a coach in the NFL, and they come in and take a more diminished role. I can already see Cliff Kingsbury come in and trying to undermine shit and be like, oh, well, I need this in order for this to work. And that's the kind of guy that he is if you really, really look at him. You know what I'm saying? Getsy's kind of a guy, I'm trying to prove myself. I know what I need to do. Cliff Kingsbury was too young. Same thing with Lincoln Riley, bro. I get it. But yet at the same time, that he was only going to come if we got Caleb. You know what I'm saying? He kind of wants that style. He's not going to want to be like, hey, I can make this work. In other words, checking his ego at the door. And that's what AP was saying about everybody. Check your fucking ego at the door. Come play some ball if you want to be a Raider. They were looking for paychecks. That's the way I'm looking at it. You know what I'm saying? They made a smart, smooth decision.
He was going there when Lincoln Riley was getting up there for interviews with the Raiders. None of us knew about it.
Yeah,
I didn't hear no media talking about it. But like I said, coaches talk to each other, and then Lincoln Riley must have slipped in somewhere, and then he impressed somebody, and then maybe he couldn't motivate the team. No, I don't think anybody can motivate that team better than AP can. But as far as You know, we would have had the same kind of situation, but more leniency, not like McDaniels. But that's why Kingsbury was there, because it's the same shit. It's the same thing that Kingsbury, they came from the air raid type stuff. That we would have been running the whole different.
The one thing I will say though, I think Getsy is more of a guy he's been in the league longer.
Yeah, he's NFL. He's NFL.
No, what I mean, what I mean is like, I think he's more willing to take, you know, advice from like the other minds that the Raiders have in the already like in place, like, you know, Joe Philbin, like Hugh Jackson, like, you know, like those guys. You know what I mean? Like, I think he's gonna be able to take the advice of those guys. I don't believe Kingsbury would have been on that. Like, I obviously probably would have took some of it in, but like, pause. But like, you know what I mean? I don't think he would have been like on the same. Like, you could tell like these younger type of guys are more of a, and not to say Getsy's old, but like what I mean is like a Kingsbury's more of a prima donna type of offensive coordinator. He's smart. He's smart, but he's more of a guy that's going to want to do it his way and shit like that. Like, and I just think like, and this is my opinion. You know what I mean? And I'm just saying more like, I see Getsy more of a team guy, like in that sense, like more than Kingsbury.
He has a bet. Like, you can be smart and dumb at the same time, bro.
Yes,
you can be the smartest person, do some
dumb shit.
There you go. Overzealous, thinking that they're, you know what I mean, better than what they really are, instead of being humble. I'm not saying the guy's humble because I don't know him personally, but I just thought it would be a horrible fit, because I can see Kingsbury kind of like ruffling the feathers while I'm trying to do this and my coach ain't letting me, where Getsy's like, all right, man, cool. And you got these guys like, you know, that are above him that are winning guys, coaches, all the guys that we have in the staff. They're picking out the guys that want to come in and produce ball players. And that's what they want to do. Not being the prima donna, like you're saying, like, oh, well, I'm the newest guy in the league. You know what I mean? No, bro. Like, you got to understand, you got to get in where you fit in. Obviously, it didn't work because people didn't respect you as a head coach. Because if you had Kyler Murray, you had fucking John Connor, you had all these Connors, whatever his name, you had other players there, Fitzgerald, and you couldn't get these guys to win, that means that they didn't respect you because you were that fucking McDaniels type guy. Oh, I'm the youngest guy, You know what I mean? Gruden, when he came in, he was one of the younger guys, but the way he moved and the way he talked and the way he spoke, he demanded respect, but showed it and gave it. I don't see that guy doing that. You see what I'm saying? I see that cockiness from him, like a McVay. McVay's kind of one of those guys, the rare guys that are younger that can actually come in and actually talk and have a good rapport with all these guys and have a standard. Some of these guys that are coming in that, oh, I know this and I'm the X and O's fucking king. Look, there's only so many plays that you can do. It's pretty much everything. You don't know every single play that is going to happen. You can say that you do, but it's all fucking a guessing. If the fucking line doesn't hold up, your play's not going to go through. If the fucking running back doesn't hit the right hole, it's going to make you look like shit. And see, that's where you have to actually like kind of really learn how to become a coach and fucking delegate shit. He gets frustrated and be like, oh, fuck this fucking guy. Like, you know what I mean? He's not going to have that older mind developed to where he can actually, you know, during rough times, be like, this is what it is. And see, that's where you have to check your ego at the door. And that's the biggest fucking thing that I like about AP. Because if I don't know something, I'm going to go ask. That's where you grow, bro. If you don't know something, don't say that you fucking do. Say, no. I'm going to go find out, or I'm going to get the people around me that might have that answer. He even said it with, you know what I mean, with Marvin Lewis and all that stuff. Hey, do this, and this is what to do. If I don't have the answer, go this way. You see what I mean? So that's where you can be taught. Everybody can be taught. And I think Cliff Kingsbury with those kind of guys are like, no, I know it all. And
the thing with Cliff is that he was like, I think he thinks he knows it all too, because it's like the quarterbacks that he was credited of working with. You know what I mean? The Mahomes, the Murrays, the Kyler Murray, the Caleb Williams, you know what I mean? The Baker Mayfield, you know, like those type of guys, like the guys that he worked with, you know what I mean? Like They were number one picks. They were number one first.
But it's not because of Kingsbury. They probably learned a
No,
little
yeah,
NFL.
Yeah, obviously, those guys were fucking meant to be like. Those guys were coming out of high school already. You know what I mean? They were already 5-star type of guys. But the thing is that could get to a coach's head too sometimes. You know what I mean? When you're producing, I think, but first round guys, and they're starting to be this guy, and then you get the job because of it. Because that's why they gave him the job at Arizona, because he had the familiarity with Kyler Murray, and they had the first overall pick. So they hired Cliff Kingsbury, and you know what I mean, along with, because they were going to be able to draft Kyler Murray. You know what I mean? So that's the possibility of drafting Kyler Murray is what got him into the door. You know what I mean? And his prior experience of working with Patrick Mahomes, and then Kyler Murray also becoming a first round pick, and Baker Mayfield as well too. So that's the reason why he got that fame. But that shit died right away. I mean now that he hasn't able to get the same production out of Kyler Murray. He got some production out of Kyler Murray that one year, but then he got hurt after and then fucking Call of Duty kept coming out, and he couldn't get a hold of his quarterback. You know what I mean? So it's like that it could be a blessing in disguise for us. You know what I mean? Because like they said in the chat too, DA also has had one of his better years under Getsy. You know what I mean? Obviously they had Aaron Rodgers, but you know what I mean? He obviously knows how to scheme up to get DA the ball.
Yeah. See, and that's what it is. You gotta not necessarily. You have to have that experience, bro. I'm not gonna go to the youngest guy on the fucking field, bro. I'm gonna go to the oldest guy. You've seen a lot more. You learn that. You take that on. You take that vibe on. You understand that. Hey, you gotta slow it down. Hey, don't push this. You gotta watch for that. You know what I mean? We're like, no. This is what I'm calling. This is gonna work. You know what I mean? There's different ways of being coached. You know what I'm saying? Anybody in a job, anything like that, you don't go to the young guy that's on the fries. You go to the manager. Hey, how can I learn from that guy that's treating people right? There's not like the douchebag one. You know what I'm saying? You try to learn from those guys, and I think that's what we had. The staff that we have has that fucking vibe that's going to show our players how to become better players, better men, and moving forward. That's what I think we needed. So that big old ego check at the door is a big thing right here.
Well, head coaching experience everywhere. On the defense, on the offense, on the fucking everywhere, dog. Like our run game coordinator used to be a fucking head coach. Our fucking, with Rob Ryan, you know what I mean? He used to be a defensive coordinator, obviously, but you know what I mean? Like he was a fucking. We got Philbin was a head coach. We got Hugh Jackson was a head coach. We just got Marvin Lewis was a fucking head coach. Like all of these dudes that and they complain about. They say that we have no head coaching experience, but we got all this fucking head coaching experience. Yeah, our head coach might not have head coaching experience, but he has all of these guys to lean on too, dog. You know what I mean? So it's like they forget about that shit.
With Philman. How do you say that? Yeah.
Good offensive mind.
Yeah.
Him and Getsy got. They're two similar guys. Obviously, they came from the home Grim trade, but
Mike Caldwell was our run game coordinator.
Our offensive staff is just as good as our defensive staff. We just don't know these guys' names. So we know Edgar Bennett's a wide receiver.
Yes.
We had a
Rob Leonard. Rob Leonard is a name.
Rob Leonard. Yeah. Good linebackers coach. Or
defensive line.
Defensive line.
We got a good offensive line coach. You know what I mean? We rarely talk about him. And then our running back coach, the one we had before, is a head coach at UCLA now. So our running back coach is just as good or better, a running back.
Cadillac Williams.
So he's been in the league. He knows what to expect. He's been in the NFL. All these guys ain't from college. You ain't getting college dudes. You ain't running a college offense. You ain't running a college offense. I seen Richie Manning when he was a young boy.
UCLA.
When he was at UCLA. But the thing is, having that NFL experience, staying in the NFL, let him know. AP knows that he's the the way he played in the NFL, he had to recognize that to bring him on. And his coaching style was very aggressive.
Yeah.
I expect our DBs to be aggressive, to play like Ricky Manning did. He was an aggressive kid. They wanted him to play linebacker at Fresno State. He said, "Nah, I want to play corner." So
It did him good though. It did him good because he ended up being a good. He ended up being a good DB in this league.
But still, that offensive staff is really good. You know, it's not just Gatsy. Gatsy picks his staff, and they trust each other. As long as you trust each other, and you don't have the militia going on against you between your staff and your players, like
right.
McDaniels didn't have nobody to blame but himself because he was an offensive coordinator and head coach. That's the bad thing about that. You definitely your offense ain't doing good and your head coaching ain't good. So
you're
definitely gonna get fired, or they'll just take away your offensive duties. The GM say, "Hey, let somebody else do that. You're worried about this team that you're messing up over here." Ziegler didn't do that. Because let's go to have a real good coach as an underachieving team. But do we know that it was just that coach? What about his assistants? You know, you just don't want to play for your head coach. What about the guy that you're letting down that you see more in meetings, that you see that you spend one-on-one time more? Obviously, all these players from the Raiders depended on AP's advice, information, and what he did, you know, for them to like him, even offensive players. So AP was a prime factor in that coaching staff. It could be a defensive guy. It could be an offensive guy. And that's the type of guy AP got, just like him. And I think all that staff is that. That's what makes me excited, like Gabe. But Getty should know what type of quarterback he wants. And if he gets it, obviously he's like, we ain't going to get nobody else, Getty. This is your body of work right here. This is
what you got to do.
So, can he do it? I have confidence in him. You know, just got to see it. You just have to see it.
I see. The thing is, though, it's like there's gonna be ways to adjustment, and communication is key. So when you're not stubborn or anything like that, and you got like your elders or your people above you that are showing you the game, you're supposed to absorb that shit. Once you absorb that shit, then you kind of move with it. You know, like dead ass, like, you know what I'm saying? That you're supposed to do that. So once you do that and you're able to communicate it down to the next fucking generation or the next people, that communication is everything. So there's a block in communication. You don't know how to communicate. That's kind of a bigger thing that I could say about these guys. I don't think they know how to communicate, but these guys have been the history behind all these coaches that are above Getsy and AP and stuff like that he brought on the staff. All of them will listen and communicate with each other and then show the game down and then give it to the next people. Yeah. And then keep it moving and stuff like that. That's where it's easily digestible. You know how to lose. You know how to win. You know what I mean? You know how to take hits. All these different things are going to be success for us to have a strong team moving forward. Now, if it fails, you know what I mean? I'm not saying that there's nothing you can lose, but win a lot of shit. You can learn a lot of shit from losses. You know what I'm saying? So I've taken many losses, bro. You know, ups and downs, life, whatever, whatnot. But you can learn from that shit. So that's the best thing to have when you have the right people around you, showing you the game, and knowing that you're gonna fucking lose. Nothing's perfect in this fucking league. People gotta really remember that. Nothing is perfect in this league. You know what I mean? You can have the perfect ball thrown. You can have the perfect coverage. You can have the perfect setup. You can have everything. But that one little inch, bro, can take it all away. And that's where it really, really boils down to, like, it's just have to be communication and having to get being effective. And that's where I think we have in fucking stars, like 5 stars, all the ways across the board. The communication is going to be key because everybody respects each other and that ego's not there. So it doesn't matter who comes in. If Anthony Brown comes in and starts balling out, he's going to have that communication coming in, and that's what I'm saying. So, and I'm happy about it. And that's my biggest thing with McDaniels. I knew that he didn't know how to talk to people. And when the Cliff Kingsbury shit was coming up, I was like, yeah, I'm good. Like, I didn't even want him. You know what I mean? Not because people were talking shit about him, it's just the way he communicates. And so we're good, bro. Like, it's going to be.
I thought Kingsbury was all right because that's the way I see football. in a couple of years, Lo. The way Kingsbury offense is, that's going to come from college and slowly but surely bring him in. He got a head coaching job way before he should have. Way before. Yeah. So you want to call that a downfall? He had an early, young, really super young Kyler Murray, but he didn't do it. Everything with them. They picked the number 1 pick the year before that, got rid of that guy and kept Kyler Murray. So
Josh Rosen.
The organization is jacked up. You know, not Kingsbury. Kingsbury he came for Kyler Murray, but he said that, and that was his downfall because he said, that's why I came here to coach this kid.
Yeah, they got rid of Josh Rosen, and he was picked like in the top 5 the year before.
But we can't, just because AP don't have the experience doesn't mean that, or he's calling plays, you know what I mean? Or he stays out the way and just manages his team. That's what a head coach in the NFL is supposed to do. Let Getsy, but Getsy, mind you, and this is very important that the Raider Nation gets this right off the bat before we even played any games, preseason games, anything. He can't execute the play for us. So the execution has to be there. The timing has to be there. And that is players. If you're not running full speed, then you're messing up the execution of that play. Yep. So you can't be there, and that's to check your ego out because you got to run, you got to go 100% every play. We have 50, 60 plays in it. We have 30, 40 offensive plays. 40 of those plays you're going all out. Because that's when Getsy already has that in his mind. He's not thinking, well, what if this guy slacks off? Or what if this guy's tired? Or what if this guy gets hurt? Backup should go there full speed, knowing what the hell he's doing.
Exactly.
It's Getsy that guy. It's Getsy that guy. So we can't go and do the play for him. That's what right now is for. That's what we got to look for right now with our quarterbacks. With our quarterbacks, is this running game successful? Prove it to me that this running game will be successful with Zeus. Not all of them, Zeus. Because we were a damn good football team with just one bell cow running back. There was nothing wrong with us. Now, can Zeus take that over?
Yeah.
That's the question.
It's going to be dope.
I have a problem with that.
That is one of the questions. That is one of the questions for this year. But I believe in him.
He'll let his coaches coach. That he has no choice but to because he doesn't know shit about this. He's getting advice from these head coaches there to say, hey, let's stop the clock. Let's drain the clock. Don't get all excited like you're a player. That's hard to do when you're a coach and you played the game at a high level. Like, it would be tough for Dion not to go for it on 4th down every time and not punt because that's what he would do if he was Deion Sanders. You know what I mean? But it's hard to do, bro. Coaches make mistakes all the time. But he has guys that say, hold up, wait. Wait. That's why McDaniels wasn't successful in the pros because Belichick would say, quit running that shit. I don't want you to run that play no more. It doesn't work. You know what I mean? So McDaniels had to listen to him. McDaniels didn't have his Belichick to tell him what not to do.
Yeah, exactly.
AP has that already.
Yeah, making adjustments and understanding that, hey, this ain't working. Even though we went all week and say this is what we're gonna do, this is how we're gonna run it out, this is what's gonna happen.
You got guys, like Renfro that ran and when he got the ball, you see him like squeeze up. He didn't like getting hit, bro. You can't have a receiver like that. You can't. Yeah. He's not going full speed. And then you fumble the ball when you get tackled and you're falling on the ground. That was the demise of Renfro. He didn't like to get hit.
Yeah.
We'll see that. People say, all you got to do, DBs notice that. You crack this guy good one time in the side, he going to drop the ball or he ain't going to run hard through us. Yeah. That's a pattern.
Dolphin Raider says right here, we're heading in the right direction. Half of the franchises can't say that. Yeah, that is very, very true.
Yep.
Tortas every day with carnitas, bro. Talk about it. You guys are talking about tortas and shit. I said Myra G said Torta Tuesday. It's tortas every day. I'm down.
Every day.
Every day tortas.
I love tortas.
Trust what I'm saying. How's Junkie said that? Can you trust what Coach Gravy's saying? most times out of 10, if it's coaching, I'll be right because they, like I said, they talk to each other. So Getsy's name flew in that hiring for a reason. You know what I mean? If he was a nobody, he wouldn't be an offensive coordinator.
Yeah.
You know,
who was the first guy that came in? It wasn't Cliff Kingsbury. Who was it?
Well, our first name, I remember I liked that guy Robinson, that guy that got the I think it's the guy that got the offensive coordinator job for the Rams. He got the offensive coordinator job in Atlanta because he went with the head coach, the dude that got the head coaching job over there
in Atlanta. Okay, yeah. So yeah, that was a guy that I was kind of really interested in. That LA Rams offense, you know, that had Baker fucking beating us. You know what I mean? But that was more of a defensive foul thing, whatever. But anyways,
shouldn't have lost that game.
Yeah, we shouldn't have lost that game. Yeah, I was there.
In predicament to lose that game last minute.
She said tortas and chorizos. Man, get out of here. But no, but like I liked him at first, but then when I heard Cliff Kingsbury, I was a little iffy about Getsy, and I thought it was going to be perfect because I really wanted Fields. Me and Grave were talking about Fields the whole time. You know what I mean?
Talk about it next year too.
Yeah, shit, because you only got some 1 year deal too. So yeah, so
I'm gonna talk about it next year.
So
he's gonna be out there, and we ain't gonna see a better athlete that's gonna come our way. Besides, if it was Jaden Daniels.
So you're saying I'm not gonna lie, I was high on Ken Dorsey? Okay. Yeah. So
somebody's gonna be available. You know,
but hey, we got Getsy.
Yeah.
And the one thing Getsy did do last year, though, and a lot of fucking offensive coordinators can't say they've done in this league ever, is at least lead the league in one category, dog. And he did lead the league in rushing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I mean that's one of the ways that I think that it kind of works out for us, because I think that's one of the identities that AP kind of wants to establish. He wants to be that kind of like that hard-nosed football team. Obviously, he wants to throw the ball around because he's not stuck in his way type coach, because he's still young. He's still a young guy who knows this game, and he knows that it's going to take, you know, passing the ball obviously to win the game too. But I think that he knows that it's the Raider way too, and it's, you know what I mean, and I love it too, like that. The physicality of you know what I mean. Just that physicality type of football, you know what I mean. And it's just and I think that's one thing I think where it kind of is a benefit to have kind of Getsy, because he did, you know, his team didn't have all stars at the fucking running back position, you know, guys that were kind of written off, you know, and Dante Foreman was kind of like on his way out of this league. You know what I mean? He was kind of bouncing around from team to team. You know what I mean? Hadn't been good since Atlanta. You know what I mean? So like, and then they had, you know, Khalil Herbert, who's kind of been up and down, you know, kind of has some games here and there. But then they had that guy Robinson too, also, who kind of, you know, the rookie that kind of, you know, kind of like came on later on in the year. But who, regardless of who, you know, like it led to having the best running attack in the league. You know what I mean? So I think that's what's going to.
Quarterback got 1,400, 1,500 yards of that.
No, I think yeah. He did, but I just think it's gonna be. It's just a different like. But the running backs themselves, you know what I mean? Like just the running backs themselves had over, you know, good over like almost like 1,500 yards rushing like combined. So it's like. I like what he could do, you know what I mean, with the rushing game.
Mm-hmm.
It's gonna be different. Obviously, it's gonna be different.
Yeah, one guy
doesn't have field.
One guy, quarterback.
Yeah,
don't have that. You know, you put together what Zeus is gonna do. I'm sorry, though. You could put together what Zeus is gonna do, but you're gonna add in AOC's minus 120 yards to that too, or you know what I mean? It's gonna take away from my running back production.
But see, this is the thing though. Numbers can be misconstrued, because if you really look at Fields, put up 600 yards rushing. You know what I mean? That's a lot of rushing yards.
Last year?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's it.
or like 800 or something like that. He put up some numbers. He had
1,000 at least.
Okay, well, maybe I'm wrong. Okay, well, he had
No,
a lot
last
of
year,
no.
Last year he had.
Well, he was missing half. I had him on fantasy. He missed half the season, more than half the season.
Okay, but all I'm trying to say is that numbers can be misconstrued, right? So a lot of those rushing yards came from him because he's a run first quarterback. My biggest thing with the game of football, this isn't fucking rugby. You know what I'm saying? You don't get a scrum and your number one fucking guy is the quarterback or whatever they fucking call it, and then you run the ball and then pass it back or whatever the fuck. This ain't that. There's positions that need to be played as a positional sport. You know what I mean? Quarterbacks need to throw the fucking ball. They don't need to be running.
In 13 games last year, he had 657.
Okay, see, there you go.
13 games?
Yeah. So what did the rest of the Chicago Bears have?
Well, they rushed for like 2,000 yards, dog. So like
so
the rest of the team had like 1,400 yards.
Yeah, 1,400 yards.
I can't
1,400
quarterbacks even together.
Right, but what I'm trying to get at is that like Justin Fields ran first because he had no offensive line apparently, or he just didn't make his reads right. So what I'm trying to get at is that, you know what I mean? Bottom line, the numbers can be misconstrued regardless of whatever, but they did put up rushing yards. You know what I mean? I think that's what kept their defensive side of the ball a little bit better because they were rushing the ball. Kept time off the clock, kept the guys, the defensive side on the fucking sidelines getting that rest, regardless of whatever. So when they come in, they can actually fucking be effective. So the thing is, like I'm saying, the numbers can be misconstrued, but Aiden or Garner need to throw the ball. They're quarterbacks. They don't need to be rushing. Even though the league is saying for that, they need to scramble, stay behind the fucking line of scrimmage, and throw the fucking ball, make plays happen. They don't need to be running. They just need to move with the pocket or avoid getting sacked. That's pretty much it. You know what I'm saying? Running backs need to run the ball. That's what I'm saying, bro. But like, what I'm saying. So look,
that was one of the problems. That was one of the problems between Getsy and Fields. Remember, like the fucking that was one of the things that they were saying, like Fields, you know, was a run first type quarterback. Getsy wanted him to keep his eyes up more. Getsy wanted him to be more of a throw first type guy. You know what I mean? So that could have been the reason why, you know what I mean, that shit never worked out over there, because the plays were more designed for passes, but you know what I mean, when it would break down, you know what I mean, he was taking off.
Yeah. See, hey, that's a good opinion. My opinion is over here. We got pissed off when DC would run. A lot of people don't fucking run the ball. Don't run the ball. You know what I mean? He didn't fumble. DC didn't fumble the ball a lot when he was on the run. When he was on the run, he did 2 fucking end zone fucking reaches and fucked off. All right, that's where people were still fucking holding on to. He fumbled the ball a lot behind the line of scrimmage, not while he was running. But everybody would get mad that he was running. He's not a throw the fucking ball. You're a quarterback. So now, because of what we're prototypically looking at, oh, well, we need to have this kind of guy. No, we don't. Quarterback needs to stay fucking horizontal? Vertical? Yeah. Horizontal to the fucking line and make a fucking play. If he's moving with the fucking pocket, he doesn't need to be running. We don't need Aiden O'Connell running. We don't need Gardner Minshew fucking running. We need him to fucking go side to side and make a fucking play down to the receivers, running backs, tight ends. That's what everybody needs to play their fucking position. The lineman's not going to come and get the ball and try to fucking throw a touchdown pass. That's not his fucking job. And that's where a lot of people are getting misconstrued. The way you win the games, if quarterback plays like a quarterback, not a fucking running back. Look at fucking Baltimore. Baltimore had the MVP fucking quarterback, and all he did was run. And he's developed his arm. You know what I'm saying? On some real shit. They didn't win nothing.
Fuck, I just think it's more of a like.
I would take going to the AFC Championship game.
I think it's more of like just knowing the situation and just that it's just playing smart football, dog. Like it's not even like playing like a quarterback don't run. Like I'm not even saying don't run or anything like that. I'm saying when you need to run. You have to run there's situations where it calls for it, but like. Yeah, obviously you want your quarterback to use his best weapon. You know what I mean? His arm. His arm should be his best weapon, and he should be able to pick up those yards. Like most of the time, the philosophy is like you should be able to pick up those yards throwing the ball instead of running the ball anyway, because your talent should be your arm. But I do get the point where, you know what I mean? Like sometimes you have to run. There's times where I think that, and that's where I think the criticism would be when sometimes with Carr, like there'll be obviously, you know, like it's 3rd and 2 and you have 6-7 yards of green grass in front of you and you're still throwing the ball when you could have picked that easier first down and get yourself another 3. Like knowing the situation and being, that's what I talk about smart football. Knowing the situation and go get yourself another 3 downs. Go get yourself an extra 3 downs and stuff like that. Like, no, just like playing smart football. Like I don't even necessarily say like run this many times or do this, you know, a certain amount of times. Like, because sometimes it calls for like you don't have the receivers, you know what I mean, and you know what I mean. And like, so you have to run more. You know what I mean? You don't have the receivers for it. You don't have the personnel for it. So that the running backs, I mean, obviously the quarterback's gonna have to run more. But I think for this type of team, like the Raiders, like with DA, with the pickup of Bowers, with Michael Mayer, and then you got Jacoby Myers. You know what I mean? I think it calls more for like you got weapons, so use them. You know what I mean? Right. There's gonna be times where you're gonna have to obviously step up in the pocket, and if it's 3rd and 1, go pick up 2 fucking yards if you have the green grass in front of you. But just play smart football, and that's where I think it's sometimes these quarterbacks could get ahead of themselves. They'll try to run the ball because they believe too much in their legs when they had a guy wide open, or the other way around. You know what I mean? They try to rush, they try to force one in because they believe too much in their arm. They try to force one in when they could have had an easy first down and pick themselves an extra 3 downs. So like, it's just playing smart football for me. It's more of that, and that's where I think AOC could really help himself. Like, and because he looks like a dude that's gonna be willing to put in the work, but it's just like, and I think he has the coaching staff for it. I really do think he does, dog. So it's like, I don't think it's gonna get any worse. So I think you're gonna see a better AOC. I think you're gonna see a better, even Minshew than you've seen in other cases too. So, like I think Protect the Shield said earlier, like Minshew's not just gonna lay down, dog, and just let. I know all the talk is about AOC, but I Minshew's not just gonna be like, here you go. You know what I mean? Just give me my money. Like Minshew looks like the dude that he wants to play. You know what I mean? Especially now that he has the weapons, around him. Like obviously he's had weapons in other places, but he has one of the better receivers in our generation. You know what I mean? In this generation, you know what I mean? In Devontae Adams. You know what I mean? So I'm pretty sure he wants to play. You know what I mean? Because he can make himself a lot of more dollars. You know what I mean? Because he could have a good year.
And in his whole way on these interviews he had with Max, he was kind of saying that I ain't here to be no backup. I never had shit like this. Why am I gonna back it up for?
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying. Yeah, for sure.
I want to start. You know what I mean? And then the thing is too, if you're gonna have a guy like AOC, and the only remedy for that is if he has the best. The ball looks good coming out of his hands, but if he has a zip to it, like if he has coming out of his hand, that's the way to get out from being sacked.
Yeah,
is that they have accuracy and the ball. You have a fucking cannon arm within 15 yards. You know what I mean? You can zip it in there and it'll avoid the sack. You're going to get hit after, but I'm sure he's used to that, not being able to squeeze out the side. And then, we never won. Rich Gannon was doing this Mahomes shit and Lamar Jackson shit way before they was doing it.
Yeah.
They were babies.
That's why I like
Gannon. You love the shit out of Rich Gannon. Why can't we get a guy like that? There's plenty of them in college. There's plenty of them in the NFL. Why can't we get a guy like that? Well, we don't have to worry about, hey, we're going to lose yards on a sack or something like that. And he doesn't have the quick release that we need him to have. Bad things are going to happen, bro. That's the way to get out of that, not being mobile, is how hard that comes out of you. That ball comes out of your hand. And how accurate you are, because You made a decision. Made a decision to throw the ball.
But see, the biggest thing between if AOC and Gardner Minshew were put together, they'd be Rich Gannon.
Damn.
Like,
but I'm talking about.
I'm not counting any of them out. I'm not counting any of them
out, bro. You know, most of the time, Rich Gannon was running for his life, bro. But the thing is, he got first downs with it.
But yet at the same time, he would. Gannon was good at going into the pocket and moving to the left or the right, which is fucking, vertical, not vertical, horizontal, and then turning around and then making this fucking move. You know,
Gannon had that shoulder dip, dog. Gannon had that little, and he wasn't letting those defensive ends getting him, and he would step out.
Balance and he would step out of.
Yeah,
he got no.
He had that side arm. He had the different fucking,
in the 2000s and the late 90s.
Yeah, but see, the thing is, though, Gannon looked like he played scared, bro, because he fucking knew he had no line.
A bunch of AFC championship games. We were winning then.
Yeah,
winning. That's my last vision of winning. When I felt we were winning, we were a badass team. People talked about us. Watch out for that Raiders. Watch out for that running game. Watch out for this. Watch out for that defense. We're going to the Super Bowl. Rich Gannon is MVP. He didn't do that staying in the pocket.
No.
He was throwing the ball. He was throwing the ball sidearm and shit way before Mahomes was doing that bullshit.
Oh yeah. But there's a lot of different guys. You know what I mean? It's just be more animated or elevated now because of all the angles and the everybody on Mahomes. Fucking.
Angles. Rich Gannon had the angles way 10 years before.
But what I'm saying video and stuff like that. I'm just saying, bro. Like the way it's filmed now.
Yeah, you do the splits and throw a football, boom, like that.
Oh, relax. Okay, now that's too far. All right, it's over 2 hours. I'm out.
Still that big fat ass tea bag though and messed up his neck. That was it.
All right. Everybody, man, thank you guys for pulling in, man. It was a great show, bro. Like, we went over 2 hours, Gravy. You happy?
Still on a roll, man. Still on a roll.
Gabe's tired. I gotta get up early. So
Thursday, we're gonna have some more a lot more news though, because hey, tomorrow, like actually practice, I think is gonna real start. I know that didn't have no pads yet, but like, there's gonna be some more news though. Gonna be some good news.
If there's like big news, we'll start. We'll jump on, like, you know what I mean. We'll put something together really quick.
Sure.
Yeah, if there's really huge news or anything like that, or anything big coming out, bro, we'll get together real quick and jump on. But as of right now, we're gonna, we're live on Thursdays, Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Sunday nights. We might have a special guest on Thursday, but for sure we will on Sunday. I'm not sure exactly who just yet. But I got a couple fillers out there, man. I know at the beginning of the show I was talking a lot of shit about different content creator, certain ones. But I just want to give a shout out to the good ones, man, that are out there. You know what I'm saying? Chris is one of them. Protect the Shield. The Pharaoh. I like Pharaoh a lot. You know what I mean?
You ain't lying, Pete. You ain't lying. Fucking BTS. Fucking,
what happened?
Fucking. He said, fucking. Gravy likes those 5-hour shows.
Yeah, bro. I ain't doing those 5-hour shows, but I can't do it. I gotta cut them off. But shout out to like who else is out there? Puts a lot of good content out. Raider Wade does. Raider Room on IG does. You know what I mean? There's a lot of good different ones. Different people that I like. You know what I mean? That I fuck with and so forth and so forth. Like I said, Pharaoh, obviously. The Samoan boys. You know what I mean? Fitz and Samoan Raider and stuff like that. Yeah, man, I appreciate a lot of you guys, man.
Give it up to Loon too, man.
Loon, yeah, fucking my bad. I'm tripping, bro. Loon's always working hard too, bro. Yeah, shout out Loon, bro. Shout out a lot of you guys, man. I appreciate a lot of you guys. There's a couple of you guys.
Can't wait to go skinny dipping at your pool party.
Oh, I'm not doing that. He's going on his own, bro. I will not be there. I will not take part of that at all. That's him over there, bro. That's
fucking skinny dipping. What the fuck?
The only way, bro. That my boxers on. I didn't have no shorts like you guys. Yeah. I didn't get to go to JCPenney's. I didn't get to go to JCPenney's and get my trunks.
I go to fucking Amazon, bro. What you talking?
I have the underwear inside and shit, bro. I was wearing boxers, bro.
What the fuck are we talking about, Gravy? Stop with your shit, bro. Like, it's always This is why I don't want to do shows after 2 hours, bro. Because you start talking that nasty shit,
It
bro.
gets real after 2 hours.
No, that's a totally different. Do Raiders After Dark on your time, bro. Like, what the fuck? Come on, baby. Raiders After Dark.
Oh,
Dark
my
now.
God.
O'clock, man.
Anyways, man.
Time yet, bro. 11 o'clock. Watch the news.
Yeah, shit. Raider Twan has good content too, man. There's a lot of them. SC does good content. There's a lot of different.
Oh, you guys
Trying to give shout outs, and you're over here talking about skinny dipping, bro.
I'll do a massive shout out, man. This is for real, though, because all of us love to do. Twan, you in the hospital right now? Get better, my boy. You know.
Yeah. Get better, bro.
I talk with him.
Prayers.
Where you been at? Send your prayers to Twan. Give him big ups when he gets back on. He has good shows too.
Yeah, he does.
He's been down with us. Met the dude personally.
Yeah,
at the table with the guy and ate with them. Wonderful pops and him, man. Good dude.
Yeah, we had a good time.
And blessings his way to get better. He is good. It wasn't what he wanted, but it was just something before that, and then he's headed in the right direction. So,
good.
Twan,
it's good.
I didn't tell you I was going to do this, but you didn't tell me not to, so there it is.
All right, man. Prayers for Tom, bro. You already know what's up, Twan. You got my number, bro. You can hit me up whenever. But yeah, man. Shout out to all you guys, man. Be thankful for what you got today. You know, God, and what you don't. Don't drink and drive, man. Like we always tell you guys, man. You know what I mean. Let's have a good season coming up and whatever we're not. But
when the Triple G show coming back on.
Yeah, the Triple G show should be coming up, bro. I'm gonna be retiring, and Mike Guerrero is gonna take over. I'm just gonna be the producer. So you're not gonna have to see my ugly mug no more or hear my voice. I'll even take the beat out. I just won't even have no music or nothing like that. And yeah. Nah, I'm just fucking with you guys. Man, you guys have a great night, man. Thank you guys for putting up. Hit the like button on the way out, man. Appreciate you guys and how we always end every single show. We'll be live Thursday at 8 o'clock with the special guest. So on 3, how we always finish it. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Raiders!
In that NFL pass.
Be safe, man. Peace out.